Wow. Come on. Let's dance. Okay. Come on, you know that sounded good. I was a regular Robert Plant on that one. Even I was getting into it.
What happened?
No.
So did die.
Yeah, at the end it did. It's hard to sustain, okay? You know, some stuff I can sing on key. It's the other stuff I have a problem with. You want to do phone call of the week, or you just want to go to the news?
Let's do phone call of the week.
Really?
We've done it in a long time.
Mm-hmm. What's the matter, Fred? Jealous of my singing?
Oh, it's perfect.
Thank you.
Fred never brings us in examples of his singing.
No. I know he has a band, but God, if you ever hear it, it'd be a miracle. He likes to play where no one can hear it.
You know, I always heard that he does these great raps between songs explaining what all the songs mean and everything, and you never get to hear it.
Yeah, why don't they tape that? Why don't we tape that, Fred?
You heard wrong, Rob, but I don't do that.
Well, I will never know.
Did you tape your Ozzy concert?
I don't know if they had any video of that or not.
Well, what about audio?
Audio, no. We couldn't get to the board. It was just too much going on. Tried to. Couldn't do it.
I see. I'd like to hear some of these raps Fred does. I would. I think that could be hours of material. See if you can arrange that.
It was the last time we got him.
Yeah, it was good.
You know, there's one really awful thing about the new studio, is that I'm losing this vantage point I have.
I know, you can't see Fred.
Thrilled.
I won't be able to watch Fred anymore.
So thrilled. That's the one thing I'm looking forward to.
I am bummed.
We'll figure out a way. I want you to be seeing Fred.
Robin says Fred and Jackie do things they wouldn't normally do because they forget she's behind them.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we forget she's there.
I get to see it all.
What do you see, by the way?
Right.
I've always been able to watch Fred's eating rituals.
Is he still doing it?
See, now I'll be able to watch her eating rituals, which is going to be great.
What are you saying,
Turnabout's
Robin?
fair play.
You know, the way he handles the cards, you know, when he's back there mouthing off at you when you can't hear him, you know, when he's mumbling on his... I get to see a whole show.
Now I'll be able to watch you.
And
I'll be able to comment on your life,
back here.
you witch.
Is he still in that eating ritual thing?
You know what? I haven't noticed food so much lately. It's the coffee thing. You know what? I don't sit here staring at you all the time.
He's now more into coffee, huh?
Maybe your fake hair's
the
in too
coffee
tight.
was, you know, like the latest thing that I'd noticed, and I told you about that, how he has this thermos full of coffee, and he brings in a little cup, and he,
See, this is what happens when you go through menopause. You just can't follow things anymore.
That's what he does.
You guys are right.
Little cup?
Yes.
He has a little cup.
You know, the top that comes off the thermos.
Yeah. And what is it, a little tiny demi-tasse?
He uses that as the cup.
Yeah.
It is tiny.
The top of the and what is it, good for one sip?
Well, it's a long, tall thermos, and so he does this, and it's got about 2 sips in it.
Yeah.
And
Like I built the thermos, Robin.
he doesn't take off the top, you know, that inner top completely. He just screws that up a little bit,
right.
And then he pours the coffee into the cup.
Fred, why don't you just put it in a big cup?
This is what happens when you don't have a life. All you have is cats and no furniture.
But Fred, it's almost like a shot glass, that cup. Why not just pour it into
like
a coffee cup?
Do I comment on your blender, Howard?
No, but you can.
Do I comment on her seaweed wraps? Do I comment on all her stupid things that she does?
Yes,
no, I do not.
Well, no one can see what we do.
I can't see, but now I will.
But while we still can see you, now that we're winding down our last days.
It's 2 days left. Get your shots in while you can, because it's going to turn.
Now, how come all right, so let us get our shots in. So what about on the thermos? Why not just use a big cup and fill it up?
Because it comes with a thermos. Why would I have a big cup? I don't have that much area around.
But isn't it annoying to keep pouring?
And not only that, it gets cold.
It does?
I thought it was a heat thing. Fred likes his coffee hot.
Yeah,
so
but
he can take a couple of slugs of coffee hot.
That's all.
And then it's waiting for him, hot as
Wow.
ever, in that thermos.
I'm jealous. I want to see what Fred's doing.
This has been the most fun.
You want to know why I always...
It's going to be a shame, Robin, because now all you have is your stupid cats and your horse.
You know what? I've always maintained that I could have a view of Fred, but I block him off with books and things. I build a wall because I would be so distracted that I would only talk about Fred.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
know how you feel.
Well, you both must be so in love with me then.
So most of the time when I'm talking to you, I just focus on you because if I look at either one of the two of them, I'll get distracted.
Like one time, I looked over.
Well,
and
that's her unprofessionalism because she can't focus.
One time I looked over and I saw Fred just doing the Jackie thing where he hits the sound effect, and I got so hypnoptized by him doing it.
I mean, it's like he's playing a piano.
Yeah, and he
That's
really gets into it.
It's called having fun.
He's like a conductor all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you should see him. I mean, he is like Peter Duchin.
Yeah, right. As he plays that, ow, 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 ow,
And
ow.
you're like Peter Douchebag. Robin.
Toscanini Norris.
He loves it over there.
I do.
But what are you saying? In the new studio, you're completely blocked?
They're sitting over to the side.
Then I'm going to have that changed.
And I cannot see them.
Then that will be changed.
We can see you.
I won't be able to see anything Fred's doing anymore.
You'll see Jackie, but you won't see Fred.
I really won't even see Jackie,
Really?
I don't think. No, and it won't be the same vantage point. Like, here, they're facing forward. They're really not conscious of whether I'm watching them or not.
Yeah.
Right.
We
So-
forget you're there.
Oh, yeah. You do. You
Give me
do.
a break.
And so I can sit here and, Fred will get into his little things where he, pours his little nuts out on the thing and starts to,
Now I can watch
or,
you, Robin.
goes into his little bag and pulls out things.
Yeah.
And then, do his little
Fred still
coffee
pulls
thing.
stuff out of
Now
the
I
bag?
can watch you,
think you
No,
Robin.
he
Off the
hasn't done
bag.
that in years.
Do you still have a bag, Fred?
What happened to his yogurt? Remember when he used to drink his yogurt?
He used to
Yes,
drink
I
the
did.
yogurt. He stopped doing that.
What happened, Fred? Why'd you stop that? Seriously.
I just don't. I'm not into yogurt anymore.
Because Fred had this whole ritual where he would take the yogurt, he wouldn't use a spoon,
He'd drink it.
and he held it like this, and then he would just drink down in one swallow.
Plug it.
The whole yogurt.
Yeah, getting that last bit out.
And amazingly enough, it stopped.
Why did you
The day
stop
after
that,
you
Fred?
guys,
Where's he
2
going?
hours of it on the air.
Having this conversation without me.
No, come on. Sit down. Come on. Where is he going?
He
He's
stopped.
pissed.
He stopped that ritual.
He couldn't take it. He left.
I know.
You did 2 hours about it on the air, and then the
Yeah,
ritual
usually
stopped.
he stops whatever he's doing after we talk about it. He didn't stop the coffee, though.
Right. What happened with the yogurt, though? He just stopped it after we started
when we start to point out that he does things in a weird way, then he stops doing it.
Oh, I didn't want to inhibit him.
No, and I don't intend to inhibit him either. But
What about-
he always stops.
What else did he used to do?
He used to have a little bag of, like, nuts
Oh, there
and
you are.
fruits.
Yeah.
Like raisins and nuts and an apple.
What happened to the
And he
raisin,
would-
nuts, and apple
He would lay
bag?
them all out on
That's
the
3 years
counter.
ago, my friend.
Really? You stopped that 3 years
See,
ago?
when you build that wall, you miss out on a lot.
I know. I didn't know you
Yeah,
stopped that.
well, I haven't
happened.
talked about it anymore because he stopped doing it. But he used to have the nuts and the
What do you eat
raisins.
during the show now?
Right now, it's just coffee.
That's right. He's
Aren't you
not
hungry?
eating.
No.
Why? Because you were getting heavy, so you cut it down?
Yeah, basically, I'm
Really?
watching my weight. As opposed to other people around here who watch other people.
Will you ever stop chewing on your pens?
No, I won't. But I will suggest that someone else start chewing on pens. If we start playing dirty, let's play dirty.
We're not playing dirty at all.
No,
We're
not at all.
dirty at
Don't
all.
open the barn doors.
coming
Let's keep
off.
going.
I don't care what you
Let's
say.
keep going. Oh,
you
you don't,
did.
huh?
You did drink your yogurt.
Okay.
You
Let's keep
did
going.
lay out your
Let's-
nuts and your
let's keep
raisins
going.
and your apples.
Let's keep going.
And you did drink your
talking.
coffee that way.
Keep talking. You're getting
That's
heavier
not
as you
playing
talk.
dirty.
And what did you do? You
That's not
stopped
playing
all of that,
dirty.
Fred? And have you lost the weight?
Yeah, I've lost the weight and Robin gained it.
So that's okay, Fred. I still enjoy watching you.
Well, I'm
You
enjoying watching you grow.
You make it seem
As
as
a
if
human.
I don't like you and that this is a bad thing. I'm fascinated by you. I
And I'm
love
fascinated
watching
by you too, Robin.
I love watching you. That's all.
Yeah, I love watching you too.
I like how Fred talks to Robin and then he turns his head.
Every time you squeeze through the door.
It's okay, Fred. I still love you.
Yeah, sure. That's how people treat each other when they love each other.
I just missed the whole show.
Getting it now.
I don't know. Truthfully, though, Fred doesn't sound complimented. You know how you just said, I am complimented, but he doesn't sound
He
complimented.
doesn't sound
You don't think so?
complimented, No.
Well, that you are a good judge.
It has
of
been a
character.
tribute. I'm truly saying I'm going to miss being able to watch you, and you think it's a slam.
It's part of your routine.
Oh, sure.
No, it's a part of Robin's routine to watch
I've enjoyed every moment of this.
And I've enjoyed every minute of this too, Robin.
Yeah, Robin's doing a tribute. Like the same tribute she does to me when she helps point out that my teeth are too big and I need them fixed. She's trying to help me.
She's not the only one pointing that out.
That's true.
That's true.
I get a lot of help on that one.
Sorry, Robin.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about you not being able to see. I might have to put a camera on Fred that you have a
Do I
view
have
of
my
it.
own personal Fred cam?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that.
Well,
So
I'm
there'll be a
I'm just
camera.
going to block it, man.
No, there'll be a camera and you can just watch.
I'm just going to block it.
And I have my own little Fred monitor.
Yeah. So you can see. Because seriously, I don't want to give that up.
I know. It's an integral part of
I am.
doing the show for me.
If the E people could please put in a Mars cam and put a little monitor in Robin's office so she can watch Fred, I would appreciate that.
That ain't part of my deal.
I see.
Read my contract.
Well, we have to have a camera on you.
Oh, yeah, you can, but
So why can't Robin watch the camera?
No.
No.
Because you want to know something? It interferes with my working.
All
No,
right.
it doesn't. It
Always
hasn't
has.
interfered with you
Always
for
has.
all
Always
these
made me
15
very
years.
self-conscious.
You mean we get more work out of you?
I've never done as good a job with Robin watching it.
Really?
Absolutely.
Interesting.
See?
How would we know?
You don't do anything, so how would anybody know what
There you go. I do as much around here as everybody else does.
All right. Well,
So
I had no idea you
that's
stopped
wrong.
eating during the show. So when do you eat? After the show?
Yes.
What time? Like noon?
Whenever we get off.
God. No one had any idea. Do you eat before you come in? Do you have a breakfast?
No.
Really? Just coffee till noon?
Just coffee till noon.
No kidding. Do you still
for me.
exercise?
Works for me. Yep.
Wow. What kind of exercise?
You know, running, whatever.
And you don't eat till noon? You don't wake up hungry?
Don't eat. Nope.
And what do you eat at noon?
Like a chicken sandwich.
That's it. And then what do you eat for dinner? Because your wife doesn't cook.
Either chicken or something like that.
That's it?
Chicken, fish, whatever.
That's it. And no
do you
pasta?
cook that or do you order
No
it
pasta.
in?
No pasta.
No carbohydrates for dinner?
Potato.
That's it.
That's it.
2 meals a day.
2 meals a day.
And no nuts
That's all
in
you need.
between or anything?
No nuts in between.
Wow. And you don't get headaches and you're not hungry?
Nope.
Do you cook or do you order in?
You got to be kidding. Cook? Not me.
Is your wife home for dinner or she's out?
She usually leaves around 5 or so.
Oh, she does. So you have
I
dinner
don't
yourself.
eat past 6, so.
Oh, so you have dinner with her.
No, he doesn't.
Sometimes I don't.
No wonder
If
you
I'm
want.
lucky enough to see her, I will.
No wonder you want a divorce. It's true. The guy has no companion.
Right.
What about on weekends? Is she working too then?
She works 2 shows Saturday, 2 shows Sunday, man.
Wow.
Oh, but you
never
see her in the morning, don't you?
No, I do not.
Oh.
No?
No, she's off to the gym.
Oh.
Oy vey.
Where other people should go.
Well, Fred, I could be a companion to you.
Not with your personality.
Why? Robin knows you better than anyone. She already knows all your
And I know
faults.
her better than she knows herself, and I would go nowhere near her.
Why don't you move in with Robin? She has a new
See,
70-inch
you
stranger.
know what? You
She's
always
different.
hurt the
No
ones
furniture.
you love, Fred. You always hurt
Robin
the
at
ones
least is
you
with
love.
you.
That's why you're torturing
I
me.
have never hurt you.
She didn't
No,
torture
Never
you.
hurt
much.
you. All I've done is,
No.
you know what? Have you
Yeah, she
ever,
doesn't know what love is. That's, you know.
ever seen a person who has a child? They tell you everything that child has done. Why?
They
Because
love.
they love it so much they can't stop watching.
Right, and your
I've-
father loved you so
I
much he
rest
molested
my
you. Is
case.
that how it works?
They love that child so much that they can't
Is
stop
that basically
watching
it? It's like, Robin,
and
please sit on my
that's
lap.
how
I'm going to
I
show you my
feel
hand.
about Fred.
Yeah,
I
that's
watch
what
him
it is.
religiously because I love him.
She knows all about love and children. She has
I
both.
love him, and so I watch him.
Well, there you go.
I've always
what
thought
I
that
do.
Robin loved Fred, though. Did you think
And you
that?
mean
You want to know something?
Yes.
You know what it's like, though? It's like that 10-year-old kind of love that little girls, like, you know, they kick little boys. She
doesn't
stuff like
love
that in
I
school.
don't
It's
kick
weird love.
She doesn't love Fred. She loves
Have
weird.
I said anything bad about Fred?
No.
Have I lied about Fred?
No, it's not the bad. Now see,
It's
now you're
something
feeding
she
into
knows
it
she
because I know
can't
you got a
have.
show to do, Howard. But if you want to tell the truth,
Wait a minute. What is he talking about? What have I done?
what have you done?
What? She mentioned you eat nuts?
No, she definitely paints it to where it's like a humiliating experience.
She does it to all of us.
Fred.
Right. But I'm pointing it out to her. If you want to
Fred.
sit there and just yell at her
How
and
do I
hate her,
do that,
see, I don't
Howard?
hate her.
Well,
I know, you know.
this is how he
I know
feels.
other
I'm
people
not-
on the
How do
show
I do it, though? I
do not
want to
like,
know how I
do not
do it.
like Robin.
I
like
say
Robin.
Fred has
I
come
think
up
she's a
with
pain in
new
the ass, but I
ritual.
like her.
Right.
If I say Fred has come up with a new ritual, and I just tell you what it is,
He gets insulted.
How is that?
Because he's very sensitive.
He is sensitive, but
Yes.
it,
And you're not.
I have done nothing.
And you're not.
But observe and report.
Right.
And Robin's not
She's
sensitive.
innocent.
I think if I said Robin has a
Robin's
new
always
ritual
innocent.
that she
That's
just
what I love
eats
about
coffee
Robin.
in the morning, she would
Robin
not
is
be...
always innocent.
No, I don't think she would be hurt if I said to her she came up with a new ritual. She just drinks coffee in the morning. I don't think that's
But
insulting.
Robin is always innocent.
But what are you overreacting
That's
for?
what I love about her. She's always innocent.
He's amazing.
Well, what did you?
And so are you. I mean, Jesus.
amazing.
Well, what can I tell you?
Gets upset at nothing.
No, you know what it is? When
Yeah.
people live alone for years like hermits.
Oh,
Like you do.
No, I do not.
Well, who are you living with?
Well, sometimes I see somebody, which is more than I can say for Robin.
Well,
I
she
have
sees her
an assistant
assistant.
who's
Right.
there every day.
Yeah,
More
and they
than your
all run
wife.
screaming.
There's still one there.
Yeah, there's one we can't find. It's amazing. And I'm the one with the shovel.
Well,
so
you can't
what?
find your wife, so
amazing.
there.
I can find her anytime. I can't
Yeah,
find that
right.
assistant.
If you go to see that
Let's
play,
find that
buy a
assistant
ticket.
somewhere. Where the hell is
Buy a
she? She's
ticket.
probably
You
in
go see
Bimini
your wife.
somewhere.
Buy a ticket.
All right, let me understand something.
baskets.
Can I get off this topic for 1
Yes,
second?
please.
Don't you dare.
All right, wait a second.
I might be
Having fun.
uncomfortable.
I don't know about
Can I
you.
ask you a question?
Go ahead.
All right. So you're saying you don't see your wife on weekends, and you don't see her.
Well, you don't see your wife hardly either, so.
Right. No, I'm not putting you down. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
I know that. I know that.
I'm just saying you don't see your
You
wife on
don't know
weekends.
that.
I mean,
Will you shut up? It's like every time I try to have a conversation with a guy, she feels so threatened she has to like interject.
It's not threatened.
Yes, she is.
So wait a second. You're saying you don't see your wife on weekends, and you don't see her during the week.
Right.
That's
Which
why
is
you're
the way
upset.
I'd like to see Robin.
I'm just collecting facts.
See, I like my wife.
No,
I like
no.
Robin too,
So
but you
things-
know she's got bad habits.
So have you accepted now that you're just not going to see your wife that much?
You know what?
Yeah,
I
you have.
never fought with
And you-
him at the Rainbow Room.
and you
That's
don't
one thing.
and you don't mind, right?
we just fight here in front of millions of people. It's normal.
So in other words, you're satisfied with the relationship now? You've come to grips
I'm
with
not
it?
satisfied, but at this point in time, I have come to accept certain
I see.
things being the way they are.
All right. That's what I
You
want to
can't
know.
accept me.
Until no, you I'll never accept.
He'll accept her. He won't accept
You're a piece
me.
of work. Because she acts like she likes me from time to time.
I love you.
I don't know about.
I love you. I don't know what to do to show you. What else can I do? What else can I do?
Sure.
Oh, I like you, Fred.
Oh,
Yeah.
be quiet.
Yeah, right. Don't even get me started there.
Hey, Fred, I was thinking about your marriage. You should just every week slip your paycheck under the door to your wife and then leave. And you wouldn't interfere with her life.
It may come to that.
Really?
Isn't there like a direct deposit thing?
Yeah.
You don't even have to go through that whole.
I'm pretty
That's
sure.
right. You wouldn't
I'm
even
gonna
have to
talk
slip
to
it under
Gary
the
about
door.
that.
I'm pretty sure that's the way to go on
I
that.
think that might be
Wire it
such
right
a-
into her account.
What is it, Gorilla?
Everybody's calling and wants to know when's the last time Fred had sex.
Well,
Hello.
long time.
really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Are you in Quivers territory yet?
No, certainly
No,
not.
it's not that
Certainly
bad
not.
yet. I've been there.
But that's
but
why
it's
he's
not
attacking
there.
me. See, he can't attack his
You
wife
might be
because
right.
he's afraid she'll never have sex with him again.
No, my wife isn't sitting there and commenting on my
No,
every move.
you can't get her, so you're attacking me.
Don't even try to bring that.
If it makes you feel any better, I haven't had sex in a week, but I've been sick.
I was cut off for
I'll
2
have
weeks.
sex with her.
Were you?
Yeah.
You were cut off for 2 weeks?
Why?
Why?
She was mad at me.
Really?
man.
Why? What could you do?
What is that all about?
What did you do?
You know, seriously, I have never had a situation with my wife where she'd been mad at me for more than 5 minutes.
Now, were you speaking?
You're lucky.
Your wife withholds
Barely.
sex?
Oh my God!
Your
And
wife
they
cuts
don't
you off.
Well, no, it wasn't. It's not that. I
Yeah,
shouldn't
what
say she
you
would-
must have done?
I shouldn't
What'd you have an
say-
affair?
What'd you do?
No.
What did you
It was
do?
only 2 weeks.
What'd you do?
It was just we disagreed about something, and then
Like
it just
what?
turns into a silly fight. You know, you can't even remember. It's like starts out stupid.
You remember.
And you argue about something, and then you get it, and we get into like a big argument about it.
Wow, you
And then
guys have poor communication skills.
We do. We agree. We
Yeah.
agree. We're working on communicating better.
Are
Really?
you going to be in a counseling
No,
session
no, we're
pretty soon,
fine.
too?
Yeah, we're.
I don't get where a wife says, I'm not giving you sex.
She didn't say she wasn't giving it to me. It was just obvious when we got in bed that,
That
it
there
wasn't
was
going to
gonna be
happen.
none.
Gary?
Really?
Yeah.
It starts out that way, then your wife ends up dancing nude on a bar.
But you know,
And you
what's-
want to know why? Is that how it happened for you?
I tell you.
You used to fight and not get sex? You see, my wife has never pulled that with me.
But you want to know something? They don't say that.
They don't say it, but you
They
know
don't
not to
say
But they're
ask.
not in the
Right.
mood.
But it's like all of a sudden, you're coming home and
See,
nobody's got
marriage
their
is a
legs
deal.
spread.
Let me tell you something about marriage. Marriage, where a guy is giving up the thing he holds most precious in life, going
It's
out
a
and
weapon.
getting some new sex.
It's a weapon.
And in order, then what a woman does as soon as you get married, she says, now I control
I'm
this.
the only one.
I'm the only one. And that is, then you should have a right to go out and have an affair.
That's like that Sam Kinison routine.
Yep.
It's like,
No, seriously, man, that's dirty pool.
And you know what's really funny about it?
Like,
though?
what do you mean you're not going to give me sex?
and how
she
could
didn't
you
say
be
it.
angry that
they never say
long
that.
Yeah, for 2
about
weeks.
Nothing.
Well,
What
we were both angry. Just
What were you mad about?
just don't-
Seriously, you know what it was.
It starts out. We just don't agree on
About
something-
what?
Stupid things.
Like what? What's your thing?
Oh God!
Give
it
us
might-
an example.
It might be.
Oh, you went to Scores.
No, it's not even. It's never stuff like that. It's like so insignificant. I'm serious. I know it sounds stupid, but it might be like
taking out the trash.
I left something someplace that I'm not supposed to leave it, and then
Really?
I'm like, you know, well, don't hassle me about that. And she might say, what do you mean I'm hassling you? And then it just escalates.
Let me ask you something. When you were going out, did you ever have fights like that?
Never. But I do have to
Did
say,
I tell you your wife would change?
I do have to
Be
tell you-
honest.
Even when you live together, you
And didn't you tell me Mary's not like that?
she's not.
Yeah, but she is, isn't she?
I do have to tell you though.
Who are you married
the
to
best
now?
part.
Yeah.
No, the best part of this whole thing.
She's been. You know what? She was taken over by a poltergeist.
The best part of this whole thing that
Yeah.
happened was when things finally ended. What happened was she sort of said she said something to me that sort of led me to believe that something might happen that night. So like I lit a fire, you know, with the fireplace, and we went into the living room, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen. And like I put my arm around her, and when she kissed me, it was like the first time because I was like,
Really?
because I wasn't sure if I was going to get it from my wife.
And what about your teeth? Did they get in the way?
No.
Yeah?
But it was like I really didn't know whether I was going to get it from my wife.
Really? Yeah, I don't know.
Like she could have just as easily said,
You know what, man? You got to do it the way I do it. I just wouldn't care. I'd say, you know what? Fine. So don't give me any sex. Who cares? Withhold it. See if I care. As far as my friend Fred goes,
Now he's your friend.
he's my friend. He's always been my friend. Let me tell you something. He might not think of me as a friend, but I think of him as a friend.
No, I do.
I am very concerned about his marriage. No man should be tortured like this. He did not get into this marriage with this kind of arrangement.
Well, it didn't start out that
And
way.
he was never consulted.
He didn't buy into this one, huh?
It didn't
You
start
didn't.
out that way.
You know what-
Somewhere in the mid stages.
you know what I wonder about with Fred's? Because I know that like you sort of joke about this on the air now.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
it's a
ever?
joke.
But do you ever go home and like does Allison ever say, "Don't talk about it on the air," or do you not have those kind of conversations?
From time to time, things have come up where it's like, I'd rather that you didn't talk about
Right.
it. But, you know, it's part of your life.
That's it.
I agree.
It's part of your life. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? And Gary's the one who told me just a couple of years ago, Mary's so great.
The coolest girl
She's the
I ever
coolest.
met.
Lets me go out. I can do whatever I want. We never
have a
fight.
problem.
It's really. She's not like other girls. Boom, boom, boom. Everything I said about his wife is completely on the money, 100%
That's
true.
not true. I can
And
hang out
said
with
she'd
Ross
change.
anytime I want.
There you go. I was wrong about that.
If you take the baby.
Yeah.
Borrowed time.
Let me tell you something, pal. I am Nostradamus when it comes to your wife. And as far as Jackie's wife goes, I couldn't stay married to Jackie's wife for 5 minutes.
You're right.
I couldn't.
You're right.
Well, wait a second.
I could not put up with the so-called.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
You're-
Because you
does-
have told me you could remain married to any woman. You could make it work with any woman.
Except
Well, that
his
was
wife.
a different conversation.
Except his wife. His wife thinks she's women's lib, but she's not. And she thinks she's fighting for every woman, a woman's cause.
Yes, she is with Jackie.
Yeah, and she's all confused, and Jackie. So it's like, you know, I don't need that. I think she's a beautiful woman. I would love to have sex with her, but I couldn't marry her. And that's it. You tell her I can't marry her.
Well,
I'll
that's
break the news to her when I get home.
Believe
You
me,
said you could make it work with anyone.
his wife's still pining away for me.
You're willing to say that's one you couldn't make it work with.
That's right.
Your busybody can't live with anybody in the goddamn world, and you got
What's that got to do with anything?
I live with you guys every day,
All
don't
right.
I?
And she's getting along with you, Jackie.
You make up fights. You make up in 5 minutes. She can't spend 5 minutes with anybody.
Why are you attacking
What's
her?
that got to do with anything? I'm not
felt like it.
trying.
She doesn't want to live with anyone. Psychopath. Jackie is a
Oh, I
psychopath.
thought you meant her.
Yes,
No, I mean you.
Because you have a happy marriage.
Yeah. Because he can't stand it. He has to go home and fight with his wife for 2 weeks on it.
You're so silly.
How do you take walking into your house knowing your wife's going to give you crap?
Oh, it's so hard, man.
I don't know how you do it.
Hurry up, it's a
I couldn't do it. I would just stay in a hotel. Let her get over it.
She does.
Oh, that's right.
Six-pack on the way home.
No wonder he drinks. No wonder your teeth are big.
Oh,
What?
That's how that happened.
Yeah. All right, I got to take a break. And Fred, the way I see it, you don't have it so bad.
no, I'm feeling
At
pretty
least
good
you're
right
alone.
now.
Your friend's left alone.
Right.
I'm dancing on clouds.
I will bet
You're too happy.
What are you doing?
You're too damn happy.
I'm dying to talk about it.
Yeah, she said
2 days.
I don't know what they're talking about. They don't know anything.
2 days in a row, she's
They don't
been.
know
I can
anything.
tell you
They don't know
something.
anything about me.
I could
They don't
tell
know.
you something.
Freddie,
Margarine.
I am very upset with you that you don't know how much I love you.
Well, see, that's the one thing that you and I will always share until the mongrels will laugh.
Who's a mom?
Freddie.
Robbie, so are you upset at Fred?
No, I'm not upset at Fred. Why would I be upset at Fred?
I mean-
Because he misunderstands my love.
I mean, and he was coming back at you pretty viciously.
But you know what? He felt hurt because he didn't understand that this is a tribute I pay to him. So it was an attack for no reason, and therefore I do not consider it an insult.
Oh, I don't really believe you with that tribute story either.
What do you mean?
I think you look, I mean...
Why would I watch, do I watch people I don't like?
No, but you watch him to get information. You watch him to get stuff to use on the air.
Well, no, that's not true.
Absolutely
That is not true at all. I watch him, and it winds up becoming information. But I watch him because I'm fascinated by him.
Well, sure, he is a fascinating.
It's whether the chicken comes before the egg, and truly the fascination came before the information on the air came.
Oh.
I was fascinated, therefore I watched, and then suddenly it was like, you know, Fred has this interesting thing. You know, I don't say it the first time I see it.
Right.
It happens over and over again before it ever becomes fodder for the air because I'm just fascinated by Fred.
Now, are you sort of disappointed that you won't be able to do that anymore?
That's what I was saying. That was the whole gist of the conversation, Kanji, that I looked at the new studio the other day, and the first thing, not the last thing, the first thing I said is I won't be able to watch Fred.
And so he totally misunderstands you.
Absolutely.
I just don't believe that.
You don't believe anything. You don't know.
I totally believe that you are just totally doing this to get more information about Fred for the air.
It winds up being information for the air, but I mean, Jackie's sitting there all the time. Do I watch Jackie the way I watch Fred? No.
Of course.
No, it's not the same thing at all.
And the personal attacks that Fred was making on you, that didn't bother you?
No, they don't bother me because I know that Fred was coming from a place of hurt because he, what is Tom doing over there? What's your problem? What the hell was that? No, I know that Fred was attacking me because he felt that I was attacking him. So since I was not attacking him, it doesn't bother me. You know, when people are doing things because they don't understand, you have to just, you know, allow it.
And I mean, but I would say what was he saying here?
He was saying that I've gained weight.
Right. I mean,
it's the absolute truth. It's as true as the fact that he drinks coffee in a funny way.
I mean, that's a real personal thing. I mean, that's not like,
apparently to him, coffee drinking is very personal. What can I do about that? You said that. Now put that on tape.
He's all upset because you're attacking his coffee. All right, Quivis.
I don't have time for this, man.
Come on, Fred.
Come on. I don't have time. I really don't have time for this.
It'll take you 2 seconds.
It's already taken more than 2 seconds. Me telling you that I don't have time for this has taken more than 2 seconds. Not only that, Kathy has forbidden it, right, Kathy? See that?
Get away from Fred. Leave him alone.
Kathy's forbidden it. It's like I can't talk to you.
Fred, for the show.
What do you want?
I just want to
what do you want from my life?
I just wanted to find out.
I've given you everything I've had on the air. If that isn't good enough for you, then that's too much. See, you're like a guy who like sucks the marrow out of the bones after you've like eaten the whole meal. It's
I'm
like,
the guy
there's no
I'm the guy who
point.
has a short TV show and needs a little more time.
A short TV show? What are you talking about, a short TV show? This was a TV show?
Well, that little episode with you and Robin.
Get out of here. Well, what about the rest of it?
What rest of it? It's a little short.
No, the whole thing.
No, but that segment.
Why can't we? No. See, what I can't figure. That's not a whole show.
Yes, it is. That's a whole show.
It's not a show.
It is too.
That's not. Who's producing that?
Well,
that's gonna be a show.
But it's gonna be a show.
Nobody's gonna watch that. Man, they're gonna be up watching Card Sharks or something.
So it's a little short. So I need time now.
But this is ridiculous because I have nothing really good to say about this whole thing. This is nuts.
Did you know that?
Ask Robin. Robin probably got a lot more to say. She can probably give you all kinds of.
Did you know that Robin was really upset at the comments that you were saying?
I didn't know that. I mean, she said something about it when she came in the studio. I don't know if she's really upset. If she's upset, I wish that she would come to me and tell me face to face. Then I would deal with it.
But you were pretty vicious with your attacks on her.
She's been pretty vicious on me, my friend, and I think that I showed great restraint, and I was as much of a gentleman as was called to be at that point in time. And I apologize if I've done anything wrong, but I don't think so. What?
Is that my buddy Fred?
Do you guys want to apologize now and make up?
See, this is what I hate. He's like sucking the marrow out of the bones.
I didn't do anything. I just wanted to be
he wants to knock off Einziger as the producer of the show.
Think so?
I think that's exactly what's going on.
Come on.
I don't know.
He knows it's either this.
Those deadly interviewing techniques of his.
That's what I'm saying. You realize, like, he's asked me one question, and basically you have to, like, get your own interview going because he kind of stands there and
he will sit there and ask you the same question
basically
in a number of different ways.
It's the same question I asked of Sugar Ray Leonard.
Right.
The same question he would have asked. I can imagine if 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱 had been like, he'd been standing there the minute he got shot. You know, it's like
My
the guy
question
with the hat.
Giving up the information
So,
away.
how does it feel to be shot? It would have been a very penetrating issue, you know, like,
So
not
you
like,
upset
did you
with
do
Mr.
it?
Oswald?
Why did you do it? Or how does your wife feel about that? None of that. So, how does it feel to be shot? How does it feel to be bleeding to death? This is the Mike Ganchi interview hour.
Are you
In fact,
nervous?
you know what he would say to Jack Ruby? So are you really upset with Oswald?
Yeah. Did you really have cancer when you shot him? We have to know. Did you know that going in? Is that why you shot him? If you didn't have cancer, would you have shot Lee Harvey Oswald?
You know what my purpose of this whole thing was? To get you guys together, picking on me. So now you guys are back.
Wait a minute,
you guys are friends again.
No,
You guys
we
are-
were always friends.
Being
You guys are now.
unifying. Wait a minute.
Yes, I unified.
Is that an ego? Is that an ego? I mean,
I
he
unified you
thinks he's
guys
like the
now.
unifying.
That's what I did.
That's like saying the guy on the ground who was going, "This is terrible. This is the worst of the worst catastrophes." Like unified the German and the American people after the Hindenburg
He's
disaster.
excuse for why everybody hates his interviewing techniques and everything else he does. He's the unifying force. We all agree about Ganji.
I hope you become the president of E so we can get rid of you. I'm sorry, Fran.
See you
You're a very
later.
qualified person, but we need him out of here quickly. Please transfer him to the West Coast. This is ridiculous.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey.
Great radio all week, man.
Thanks.
I love when you really rip into Robin, and I hope you have a good weekend and this don't affect her too much.
Jesus. Legendary Pittsburgh Pete.
Not ripping into Robin. I'm fascinated by her score.
I heard from somebody I really trust, and they said you don't have anything to worry about, and just forget those guys.
You're beautiful, Robin.
Who'd you hear from?
Someone I trust.
Forget us. What do we do?
You were all joining in on Drew's parade.
Well, yeah, I mean, that test score is quite phenomenal.
Wait.
I am a little worried about you.
Can we focus on you, Howard?
Sure, Pete.
Okay. Listening to the show, you know, I listen to every little word you say, and I try to think psychology kind of like a Dr. Drew.
Okay.
And it seems as if possibly for the first time listening to you, you and Beth could be having some problems, possibly marital problems, hopefully not an affair.
What did it lead? What did I say that led you to think
Well,
that?
many things. You were talking about you're getting back to masturbating. You didn't just say it this week. You said it the week before. And the
Beth was away for 3 days, and in the 3 days, it was the whole 𝗦𝗵cie story. So I said I masturbated because I was afraid of whatever that cancer is, prostate cancer.
Right.
Right. And then Beth came home last night, and she said, "Did you masturbate?" And I said, "Yes, I did. I did twice." She goes, "You're kidding. With porn?" I said, "No, I didn't use porn. It was medicinal. I'm afraid of prostate cancer." And then we made love.
You did have sex last night.
Yeah, I guess it was sex. I don't know if
she
there was
hasn't been home?
I was loving. I don't know if she was loving. But we did have sex. Yeah, she came home, and as soon as she came home,
Where has she been? Where has Beth been?
she went down to Florida on business. She had a business opportunity.
And the week before that, she went away.
She went to visit her grandmother.
Now, that could be an excuse.
It could be, but I don't think it was.
And another reason is it seems like you've been complaining a little bit about her. Unlike ever, you always kept it real politically correct about her.
Go ahead.
Lately, I can't remember exactly what you said, but you said, oh, I really wish Beth was able to do certain things like that.
Yeah, there were things that Beth won't do. There was something, I guess, sexual that was being discussed.
Yeah, I think it was sort of tongue-in-cheek. It was like the dirty talk. And,
the dirty talk. That was exactly it, Robin. Yeah. Dirty talk.
It was very
Beth doesn't do dirty talk.
But he said that before.
Beth even told me when I said I didn't... I asked her, did she masturbate down in Florida? And she goes, oh, masturbate. I hate that word. She didn't say, did I jerk off?
Really?
Yeah. So there's all kinds of Beth rules, but I'm not complaining. Listen, I'm not saying Beth's perfect, but... It's perfect for me.
Are you bored yet at all?
I'm really not. I really missed her.
They have a wonderful relationship. They love being with each other.
We talk all the time.
Wow.
Well, but one thing about Beth, I think Robin knows this. She doesn't waste time with a lot of trivial kind of talk. Like, she'll talk when she has something to say.
But, when you truly, like your best friends, do you really get tired of them? No, you just enjoy being with them.
But I know what Pete's saying. I know, listen, Beth and I just realized we were together 9 years already, and we are somewhat shocked.
Wow.
Both of us, that we are enjoying the relationship more. So, listen, I'm on a good roll with her. I really, to be honest with you, Pete, I'm not having any marital problems or any problem so far.
Well, she called the show, Howard. We never hear from her anymore. She hasn't been in the
She
studio.
said to me last night, I got to come on the show. Because I was telling her how... I was telling her about Dr. Drew. She asked me who was in. I said, Dr. Drew. And then I said, what? I said there was a... What the heck was it? There was something sexual that went on. What was it that we just did?
The Sibian ride?
No. It was something else.
What did we do?
I told her today we're having the kielbasa contest, to see who can swallow the most kielbasa.
The Mexican
contest.
delivery game?
Something like that. I don't know. I was telling her. I said, well, she goes, oh, I have to come on the show. I said, yeah, it sounds like fun, doesn't it? She goes, yeah, I want to be there. So she would be on the show.
And that's the great thing. The last time that she was in the studio, it seemed like since she's been married with you, she got real comfortable with the audience, got a little bit sexual with us. And that was great to see Beth like that. I'm just wondering in the future, how much more open can she get? And can you actually interview her, unlike being her husband?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Can you?
Well, you're referring also to, I made a big point at the end of the show yesterday of playing you Ellen DeGeneres with her wife, Portia de Rossi, and that's how lame it was.
I heard somebody on the wrap-up show accused you of, like, how can you talk about Ellen? I heard somebody said on the wrap-up show that's you and Beth. I said, I can't agree with that. He's not singing in the shower.
No, and by the way, I have to get rid of the wrap-up show because, and I'll tell you why. The purpose of the wrap-up show is not to sit there and criticize me. Whatever I'm doing is so that everyone here can make a living. Mm-hmm. And to sit there and criticize the show, I don't mean, you want to criticize the way I look or something, but to criticize the show can't be serving us well. Mm. We have enough people who are against us.
That's right. Don't criticize the thing you love.
Yeah, I mean, let's say I'm as bad as Ellen DeGeneres. Why would we want to point that out to anybody? It just doesn't make any sense from a marketing standpoint.
Right, but I was like, I don't think that guy's right.
Gary does that all the time, Howard. He's always saying that it's a bit. We don't want to know if something's a bit.
I know. I don't really need anybody pulling the curtain back on The Wizard of Oz.
It's a fantasy
Pittsburgh
world.
Pete is not, he's out of his mind.
Pittsburgh Pete is not out of his mind. You're out of your mind.
So you're saying that I'm always trashing you?
No, not trashing, but there's a certain... Mystique about the show.
After all these years,
Gary is in a weird position. He's got to fill an hour and sit there and talk about the show.
And also, when people call, they say they're saying one thing and then they ask another question, and sometimes I don't know how to answer it.
Right.
Howard, we listen to the show, we come up with our
everything's
own
a
ideas,
mess.
Then Gary comes on and ruins everything by like, here's the real reason Howard did that.
I love Pete, because Pete can get everybody at each other's throat.
Yeah, he's like Ralph. He doesn't do anything for a living but piss us off.
I actually got a job recently, Gary.
Doing what? What could you be doing?
I'm serving tables, man.
What? How long do you think you'll last doing that? You're an obnoxious fucking asshole. You should be fired in a month.
Gary, you don't intimidate me. I see through you, always have.
I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm just telling you who you are. You're an asshole.
Okay, great. Like, I care what you think about me.
See, that's the problem. You don't care what anybody thinks about you. That's why you'll never work, douchebag.
I don't respect you. Okay?
Pete, you got a
You're
job.
not a great guy in radio to me. You don't understand.
But you'll never get Pete, you'll never get anywhere. You'll never do anything because you have a shit attitude.
Okay.
And you're a fucking narcissist.
I'm 30 years old, buddy. I think I realize I'm not going to get anywhere by now. You're not teaching me nothing.
See, how can you argue with a guy who knows he's, you know, he doesn't
Gary,
care?
you're superficial. You're phony, brother. Everybody knows.
Have you ever met me?
There's a reason Howard hired you.
Have you ever met me?
Yes, I've met you a few times. I hate you.
You know what's so funny? You're so nothing. I don't even remember meeting you.
Worse, Gary. You're the phoniest guy.
I don't even remember meeting you.
What?
Where would I have met you?
I met you in Florida once before. I met you a couple times. And
you're very not memorable.
You're a nerd. I can't believe you even got married. You got a good-looking wife like you did. It's a shock to everyone.
Hey, why don't you go to comedy again, Pete? Remember how great you were when you opened for Artie?
How great are you every day on the wrap-up show, Gary? You're never funny.
I'm great enough to be getting continually paid for it for 3 years. You did it once, and they fucking practically lynched you.
You are a character. You're Bubba Booey. That's the big bit. It's you.
And you're not a character. You're Pittsburgh Pete, the asshole.
Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. We don't care about Gary. We care about the monkey face making us laugh. That's what we care about. You don't got to come on the wrap-up show, you and John Hine, and say, oh, Howard did this. That's a bit. That's not who he really is. Robin did this, but privately...
Pete, let me ask you a question.
I don't want to know that.
Do you want the wrap-up show canceled?
No, it's a good show. It's fine.
Well, then what do you want?
I don't even want you talking to me right now. I don't even know why you're involved in it.
I was talking to you. Gary hijacked my show.
Yeah, what is it, the wrap-up show?
Oh, hey, Howard, he's insulting me. I have to have the right to defend myself.
You'll get your hour today.
This is the pre-wrap-up show.
I can't even get on the air anymore.
Tell him that he peaked, Howard. Will is the number one guy on the show now as a producer.
Will is the guy?
Yeah, Will is the guy. Will's the one that's coming up with the vibe, the flow, and the office.
Would it be your advice to me to demote Gary and make Will the executive type producer?
You don't need Gary any longer. He doesn't even have that big a Rolodex any longer with celebrities. What's he doing?
Let me tell you something. I know Will. He'll hate you way quicker than I did.
Gary, you hate everybody, man. You think you're better than people. You're the biggest narcissist on the show. You must have lied. That test must not be accurate because you are.
Maybe they made a mistake and switched Gary's score with Robin.
Could be.
I never thought of that.
Hey, my picture ain't in the post today.
You're a kid.
That's right, because you switched the results.
He was smart.
Is Gary correct when he says that you will never hold on to your waitering job, that you're too abrasive?
I've had about 85 jobs in my life. The longest one was about a year. That's when I was bartending. It's miserable. Financially, I've never made more than $5,000 a year. And
$5 grand?
$5 grand is my biggest year ever.
What is it? Is it your personality? You seem like a...
I'm very... I get a job and I get bored. You know, I do feel I'm a creative person, but I just see my future and like I'm going to be here the rest of my life, and it frightens me. So I quit, and I like laying around smoking weed, and that's, you know, the radio is a big part of my life, Howard.
What happened to your last job, Pete?
My last job?
Yeah, what happened? What went wrong? What was your last job?
No, my last job, I was bartending. That was a year ago. I haven't worked in a year. I finally got a job now, so I'm happy again.
As a bartender, you only made $5,000 for the whole year?
Yeah.
He quit.
But for $5,000, he worked for a year and made $5,000?
He worked a whole year.
I know bartenders will make that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this is the
you
most...
must have been the worst bartender ever.
It must have been a horrible bar.
It was a dive bar. Like Artie once said when we first talked, it was a shot and beer bar, you know. It was my first gig ever, but it was the best time I've ever had in my life. Being behind the bar, when you're the bartender, you're the king, Howard. Like you on the show, it's a small level of that. You're the local celebrity.
So why would you walk away from such a thing?
Because I had a major setback in life, and it was hard dealing with the customers when I had to deal with emotional issues.
What was the major setback?
I lost my mother, man, about a year ago.
Okay, so you had to quit the job?
No, that's where I'm stupid. You know, it was the worst decision I ever made. I had 5 women, and I quit my job. They wouldn't even take my calls anymore. Everything fell apart. You know, the best thing I had was Sirius Satellite Radio. That's not just to kiss your ass, but, you know, when you're laying in bed, you're smoking the weed, you got the Howard Stern world. There you go. I could go off into that fantasy world.
Why not try another place, Pete?
I've tried. It's hard. You cannot find a bartending job unless you know somebody. So, I'll make some money.
What is it, Gary?
The question for Pete is, if his best year was $5 grand, how do you live?
I live with my father, my sister.
But like, who's paying for your Sirius?
I have a credit card.
Wow.
You know?
Is that run up big? Like, are you over drawn on your credit?
What's your financial like? Are you handling your bills right now and everything? The mortgage, you're paid off, you're taking care of everything?
You know what? I never carry a finance charge on a credit card. I pay my mortgage every month, and I lease my cars.
That's great, man. You're so...
No, I'm just asking you if you're overdrawn on your cards.
Pete hates you.
You're cooler than me.
No, I'm not cooler
Ralph
than
is
you.
on with Pete. Ralph, go ahead.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, I've been around for one or two of those Beth fashion shows, and they are very hot. What's great, like, if she has a dress on, you go like, hey, you know, maybe you should have higher heels on with that. Then she'll go and get some, like, higher heels and stuff.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird when Ralph's there and Beth is doing a fashion show. I don't like it so much.
Yeah, 'cause it sounds like he manipulates things.
Well, because I see him, you know, I know how Ralph is. He's a guy. And
yeah,
not only that,
he's
that's
like,
your fashion show.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like that should only be for me.
He's
but
chiseling on your fashion
Ralph
show.
has actually been there for a few fashion shows.
And also what's great is that she's usually braless when she's doing those because she's changing quick.
Oh, now it's just steps into Creepyville.
Yeah, it isn't right.
That's not creepy.
Dude,
Yes, it is.
Come on, it's his wife.
I know, I get a little territorial, you know. Like
you
Ralph.
should.
I go, Ralph, easy.
Do you get? But Howard, do you get in that weird area where it sort of turns you on that it means that much to Ralph? Like you because your wife's so hot?
Not when it's that close.
I don't need.
It's one thing for him to admire from afar.
We're all friends.
It is fun, but I know Ralph goes into wolf mode, and I've seen it before.
I know that face.
Yeah, not with my wife. You
Hey,
know,
Beth, those heels aren't high enough.
it's okay when it's we're out in a club or something. So we're both working it.
Yeah, you're looking at some other chick.
Ralph could have had her.
Ralph forgot one time he gave her his number. I mean, it gets pretty intense.
Oh, he goes right into that mode.
Yeah, come to think of it, Ralph has been there for a few fashion shows. Yeah, it's always fun.
Remember to dismiss him next time.
Hey, Ralph, how do you deal with your life, man? Never, like, really working and just, how do you get by?
I don't know. I do pretty well. Much like Gary, I don't carry a finance charge.
He doesn't carry a credit card either.
But wait, but I was on hold. What do you make $5 grand a year and live with your parents?
I live with my father. I live with my parents my whole life. I sleep in the same single bed I always have.
How old are you?
I'm going to be 30 years old, man.
And you got the nerve to try and question Gary or me about it?
I'm not questioning anybody, Ralph.
He's trying to figure it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's trying to figure out how to move out?
You were actually a role model, kind of.
Well,
Howard,
oh boy,
you're going to be 50 years old kind of doing the same thing. How do you make money? Howard helps you out on occasion?
Yeah, every once in a while, I kind of call him and say, like,
what do you do in your personal life?
I need a few bucks for the week. And
what do you do?
Check off.
What do you really do, Ralph? Tell us.
He's a stylist.
This is secret.
Who else does he style besides you on Mondays?
I have him booked exclusively. I pay to have him an exclusive rights.
Yeah, because you couldn't get him when you wanted him, so you had to tie him up exclusively.
In fact, not only do I have him exclusively, I can't even get him to come to the
even with your exclusive.
Well, he was busy with the Battlestar Galactica finale.
Battlestar Galactica.
Like, no, but Pete, to answer your question, Ralph will style all of us from time to time. Like one time, Ralph told me I look like shit.
Just once?
Well, actually, it was several times. So and he doesn't charge me a lot for that. So he'll do everybody on the show from time to time.
Ralph found me my Michael Jordan sweatpants. I'll tell you that. And I love those.
Well, are they hard to find? Because now you got me wanting to get them.
Ralph, how do you get those? Because I told Artie he should get them.
They probably would be good for Artie because they're good size and stuff. I had to search like the style number and stuff like that.
But you can't can't go to a store and get it, huh?
He found them in a store, and then we went back to get them.
Stuff like that, like they turn them over so quick. And they were like from the beginning of the summer maybe or something. I mean, the beginning of the winter, and, now they're out of the store. I went to get more, and they didn't have them. So
I told Artie he's got to get Michael Jordan sweatpants. I'm telling you, they're slenderizers.
I'll ask my sister.
You'll be able to gain another 100 pounds.
He makes 20 different kinds, Artie. You got to get the same kind if that's the kind you want.
Yeah, you got to get these.
What?
He makes 20 different kinds. You got to get this kind, the black ones.
Yeah,
well, does it have a name?
What's the name of those ones, Ralph?
I don't know. There's there's a style number to it. I don't know.
All right.
Heard of a style number.
And then every douchebag like Pittsburgh Pete's going to be wearing them.
All right, man.
I'm a douchebag, right?
Why is he a douchebag?
I'm just joking.
Yeah, you got nothing to say to me. We're kind of similar, you know.
We are?
A little bit. I mean, you can't be happy.
I don't see how you can have a bartending job and make only $5,000 a year. That means if you work 4 days a week for 45 weeks, is that about
But he
20,
didn't work
20,
the whole year.
That means he made 25. He worked the whole year. $25 a day he made as a bartender?
Oh, he did work the whole year.
That's what I couldn't figure that out either.
Money.
What?
With the bartending, no, with the bartending gig, that might have been a little more. But on my tax records, you know, it was only probably like $5,000 ever, and that was like 10 years ago when I was like motivated.
I mean, how many days a week are you being a waiter?
Hopefully as many as they can give me. I just want to indulge myself in working for the public, get some money back in my pocket, and get some ganja, and take a woman out to dinner. Just the basics, Howard, you know?
Right.
Let me ask you something, Pete, though, because a lot of people in your generation now say you're creative because you go on the computer.
I know I'm creative.
Well, but and listen, I'm going to tell you something. When you came with me to do the gig, you actually told some jokes. Howard even said it. We played it.
Yeah.
And you actually had a couple of funny jokes.
Thank
you. Yeah, it was good. But how are you dealing with that now? Like, what are you trying to do to be creative? What's the outlet? Are you writing?
He could be a creative waiter. Why not? Why not be the best waiter?
Use your comedy on your clients.
I'm going to tell you something. Whatever job I ever took, I was a food server as well. And I was selected by my boss as the best food server of the year because I put my heart and soul into it. I decided whatever I did in life, I wanted to be the best at. I don't give a shit what it is.
You're spending your time. You might as well do it well.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't you be the best? I mean, in college, I made the best movie. I won. When I was served the food, I was on time, I was conscientious, and I was a pleasure to my boss. I believe that you must excel. I was a dishwasher, and I got a commendation. Now, who gets there, puts their heart and soul into dishwashing? You're going to be something, be the best at it.
He won the silver dish.
And why was I the best dishwasher? I'll tell you exactly why. I got in there like a madman. I probably took on the workload of 3 or 4 guys. And I washed, and I racked. And I was proud of the job
you
I
racked
did.
and you rolled.
And believe me, I didn't make 10 cents.
Pete wants to be a star.
See, I'm a direct opposite
You could
of
be
you.
the
I was
star.
I was the worst.
Well, I don't believe in that. You could be the star of the kitchen.
Right.
And why not?
Yeah, but Pete
Take
wants,
some pride.
What? What are you guys trying to say to me? What
are you trying
to excelling is what they're saying.
I'm saying to you.
I'm on a radio show right now expressing my opinions like
Pete,
you guys do every day.
Here's what I'm saying. Artie was saying to you, how are you, this wasn't directed at you. Shh, you're not listening.
Okay.
Now you're talking.
Dopey.
Artie was saying, how are you expressing your creativity?
Right.
I said you could express your creativity. This was directed at Artie.
By doing your job well.
That's right. You can be creative in any job. Creativity can come out in any facet. You know, you see a sales guy like Sam Ben-Ruby who works so hard. I see this guy. He is creative. Now, he's a salesman. He's a radio salesman, but I see he's creative. He knows how to schmoo. He puts his heart and soul into it. You are a waiter. I want to hear that you are now the top waiter.
Everybody loves to go there because you're going to wait on them. They request your section.
But don't be dopey and sit there and bother people when they're eating. Being the best means staying out of people's way and complying with everything.
I know how to do that, man.
You know how to do that? I want you to do that.
I'm all about the hospitality, Howard.
Good. I think that you could make more than $5,000 in a year at that job.
Let's shoot for $6,000 this year.
And stick with it. And no more smoking weed during the week, only on weekends.
Right. That will be after work.
Ganja.
Are Pete's parents rich?
No. After work, no. I said on weekends.
You don't earn after work.
I think he should take a break from pot, period.
Well, I'm trying to wean him off a little bit.
No, it's every day for about 12 years, 13 years, every day of my life.
Well, what about being the best pot smoker?
He is.
During the week.
That he has excelled at.
No, that's negative. Pete, during the week, no more pot.
I can't do that for you, Howard.
Let me ask you something, Pete. Do you think the pot smoking might have something to do with why you still live at home?
I don't know about that.
I do know about that.
Yeah.
And that is true. I have friends who smoke more weed. Like they'd be proud of themselves. Oh, I quit smoking cigarettes. Then you find out they're smoking 7, 8 joints, 7, 8 joints a day.
Yeah, tons.
And let me tell you something. all of these guys do not succeed.
Right.
They don't. They do not. I know them. It's a type.
You're right.
They're burnouts. And
I know that.
Starting today, during your work day, the days you don't work, you want to smoke a little weed, okay, I'm not going to take that away from you.
Mm-hmm.
But on the days you work and the days that you got to be up for work, no more weed.
You get high at work, man?
No, I served tables about 8 years ago, and I did get high, and it was very tough to do. Bartending, you can do it. You're in the dark. People are all drunk. But if you're serving tables, it doesn't work.
Are you strong enough to stop smoking on work days?
I don't think so.
Well, you got to get strength. If you want to be the best, it's not going to...
I don't want to be the best. Well, I do. You're right.
Okay. So then what are you going to do? Try it for a month. Call me back and let me know how you do.
All right.
Don't call us even for a month.
Yeah, pot is too powerful thing in your life. You're letting it overtake you.
The older you get, man, the more wisdom you get. You're motivational. You're like a Dr. Drew yourself, man. You should have a...
Dr. Jew, how dare you?
You should have Dr.
All right, I have a big nose,
let's
but...
see if it works, Pete. Go
I'm a
away
Dr.
for
Jew.
a month and see if you come back any better.
Howard's been like a father to me over these years.
Well, he's failing as a father.
Maybe that's
because
why
of
you're
you.
high at home with no work.
He's a terrible father.
Then you got the wrong father.
Yeah, you have to reassess, Pete.
I mean, please, Pete, don't belittle yourself by not taking your job seriously. In other words, you're making fun of your job when you're showing up high and not motivated. You should be proud to be a waiter. There's nothing, in Europe...
It's a great job.
It's not my passion, though, Howard.
Make it your passion.
Well, what's your passion?
My passion is talk radio.
No. No, it isn't.
It's listening to talk.
You're a waiter. And there's nothing... Right now, you're a waiter. When you get the job on talk radio, that'll be something. But not now.
Right.
And you need to stop smoking pot during the week.
No, you're right about this.
You got
Have
to
you
do
heard
it.
of 100%?
100%.
He's heard of it. But he's got to now devote his life to it. You have to be the best at what you do.
Can you give it 100%, Pete?
No, I can't. If you want honesty, I would love to do it, Howard.
Pete, I go to a restaurant. It's called 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗿𝗍 here in Manhattan. The waiter walks over. He's got the whole menu memorized. And he goes, "Hello, Mr. Stern." He's like this. He's an Italian guy.
Hello.
Today's specials we have. And then he goes, and now I'm going to tell you the fish. And then I tell you the pasta. Then this guy takes such pride in his work. I go, this guy's at the top of his game. It doesn't matter. You talk about talk radio? He's doing talk radio right there.
The hardest part of his day is getting that accent right.
Well, he is terrific. There's nothing wrong with being a great waiter.
People think probably think you're sort of joking around.
I'm not joking around.
There's so many assholes that you run into. Like I go shopping a lot, and all these fucking people trying to register are on their phones or fucking half asleep. You just want to smack them. Go, what the fuck are you doing?
If you want to know something, you're absolutely right. I go to these stores, and I see people working behind the cash register. Most of them are
They don't
vomits.
even want to look at you.
They're vomits. The other day, I was in the Barnes & Noble. A young black woman standing behind the thing, and she says, "Oh, hello," big smile, takes the money, "Have a good day," she says to me, "and how can I help you?" I said, I know that this girl
is going somewhere.
Even if she just stays at Barnes & Noble, they will put her in charge, and she will make more money than the rest of these nitwits.
And she's black.
And you respect somebody like that.
And she happens to be a lovely girl.
Believe it or not.
And she is going to go places. It will be recognized because people who run businesses are only looking for somebody who's got half a brain in their head.
And won't destroy the customers.
All right, Howard, what do you think about a guy like this who has, a lot of ideas? He definitely is a unique person with a creativity, but doesn't have the structure or the organization or the willpower to put it together and make it useful.
That's a very good question.
Are you talking about me again?
Right. Well, that is loser thinking.
Yes.
There are a ton of guys out there. They got a million ideas. They're all full of horseshit. Their ideas are never going to happen. What you got to do is devote yourself to what it is you're doing right now. You see, life is simple. The guys who walk around with a million ideas in their head, and their whole lives, they spend their time going, oh, I could be great at this. I could be great at that. I could be great at that. Be great at what you're doing. Forget about everything else. Be the greatest waiter you can be. And then you will see. Life will start to unfold.
You're right.
It's nonsense.
Are
thinking.
you going to investigate this, Pete, or are you just going to say, I'm still going to do it my way?
No, I'm going to put effort. I'm going to.
It's the Ralph Cramden situation. It's syndrome.
Yeah, you're right.
Idea.
Of course I'm right.
No, everybody wants.
Because you're thinking too. Your mind's all over the place. You're scattered.
I feel I deserve to be rich, Howard.
Okay. Well, never think that way. And I'll tell you why. That's another loserish kind of thing. Anybody who thinks they deserve to be rich will never be rich.
Except the people who are born that way.
Well, that's a different story. Pete wasn't lucky enough. What you got to do is never even think about being rich. Think about work and devoting yourself to it. The simplest job.
Wait, that's bullshit, Howard.
I don't care if you wash toilets. Be the best toilet washer, and you'll see it will become your way.
Can you do anything excellently?
It will become your way of doing things, and then no matter what you do, you'll be great at, and you won't be scattered.
Pete, can you do anything excellently?
I can do many great things, Robin.
No. Anything that you've actually been able to do, have you done it well?
Have I been like you? No. Have I been like Howard?
Pete, listen to me. Listen to me.
I am defensive because Howard was a guy like me. I mean, he was more successful, but...
No, he wasn't. He started out with nothing.
Nothing like you.
No, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Because he's talking about don't worry about being rich, but...
That's right. I never did. Let me tell you something. I got into radio.
Who thought about being rich?
I thought about being on the radio. And I worked with a lot of guys like you. When I was in college radio, none of us had jobs. We all had dreams of being on the radio. And really, it was a pipe dream. I was horrible at it. I never walked around saying I'm the best. I said I'm horrible at it. I got to get better. And the guys I work with, each one was worse than me. And they would sit there and go, you know what, man? I'm going in radio, and I'm going in big markets. I'm not wasting my time like you working in a small market. And they all were grandiose in their thinking. They all are horrible on the air. No one was looking for them. And rather than put in the time and the hard work to become good on the radio, they all were taking shortcuts. They all had pipe dreams. Me, this is what I did. I said, I'm shit. I've got nothing going on. I'm no one in this industry.
Well, let me work at it.
I'm going to see if some maniac will put me on the air, and I will follow his rules and regulations. I will train myself to be an announcer first, before I get on there and try to be funny. I never thought I'd be anything in radio. I just did the best job I could, and I was making $96 a week. Did I sit there and cry that I was making $96 a week? I said, thank God there's a job where they only pay $96 a week. Who's going to hire me for more money? I'm not even worth $96 a week. This is highway robbery, what I'm doing.
You were living your dream.
No, I was living a nightmare. But I worked at whatever I did. You know, I was a camp counselor. They gave me commendation after commendation. They never had such a great camp counselor. A guy named 𝗫𝗿𝗍𝗿 will tell you. He said to me, I've never had anyone like you.
Call Sherwin.
You're not interested in being best friends with the kids. You actually run a really good...
You do the job.
You do the job. You're not...
You know how you get a commendation by just doing the job. Most people won't even do the job.
That's right. And you're not hearing me, Pete.
I'm hearing you.
No, you're not. You won't follow my advice, but I just gave you the secret to success.
No, you have.
I have. But very few people understand.
But you need to practice even at home, Pete. You need to, even when you're cleaning the bathroom, you need to clean it immaculately and be hard on yourself.
No.
Yes, now
No, I disagree with you.
Clean.
I disagree with you.
I'm completely confused.
Unless you're getting paid, you don't have to be good at anything.
Oh, stop it. No,
I'm
he
being
needs
serious.
to practice being good at something, anything, Howard. Trust me.
I'm a big pig at home.
Before you go to your waiter job, clean the shitter.
As a waiter.
He needs to clean the bathroom and clean it
that's a waste
well.
of time.
No, it isn't.
Let your mother do that.
His mother's dead. See?
Well, bring her back.
Father.
Well, then his father do it.
Pete wants all the glory without the work.
Everything you do, you should do well.
Pete?
Whether you're paid or not.
Pete, just listen to me. I told you what you need to do. Now go do it. I gotta run.
Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
He's never done anything to completion.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, Father.
Right.
Oh, God. Your son is in bad shape.
So, Gary, Pittsburgh Pete, started with 30 months ago. Why has he moved on to you, you think?
I don't know. I mean, he just moves around to whoever. He sort of got under my skin a little bit.
What do you think his problem is?
Well, I think he stated his problem pretty clearly today. His best year is $5,000. He lives at home. He sleeps in the twin bed that he grew up in, and he's just having some issues. And he's all bummed out that his mom passed away, and I feel bad about that. But listen, we've all had losses in our lives, and you got to move on.
Now, what do you think about him saying that Will is the top producer?
He's just trying to get under my skin.
He's just trying to say.
It's what his problem is I think he suffers from something that I think a lot of people suffer from. That he's one. Like I get interns that come in here, and they don't want to be interns. They want to be the producer. Why should they bother doing it at that low work? And that's what Pittsburgh Pete sounds like. He's like, well, I want to be famous. I want to be good. I want to be special. But he doesn't want to do anything to get there.
By the way, a lot of people pointed out what an asshole 𝗦𝗄𝗿𝗍 was yesterday when he was arguing about the AIG controversy and the bailout and bonuses thing. He was saying that the AIG guys should get their bonuses. And he says, it's funny. 𝗦𝗄𝗿𝗍 used the argument. By the way, 100 people wrote this, and I missed it yesterday. 𝗦𝗄𝗿𝗍, while discussing the AIG bailout bonuses, Scott goes, the executives should get their bonuses because it was written for in a legal contract. And then he said that the contractually and legally agreed to terms between the car companies and unions should be dissolved. He contradicts himself.
Right.
He says, like most Republicans, he's only for the executives.
Yeah, he doesn't
he's
like
not for the
unions.
working man.
So the union contract should be thrown out and disregarded.
But these contracts should be honored.
Yeah. And also about the dog advice. I received a email from Sam Simon, who works with animals, and said I was 100% correct that you should never hit your dog. He said, as one of the nation's largest providers of free certified assistance dogs for the deaf, I must comment on your theories of dog training. Howard, you are unequivocally 100% correct. Hitting your dog accomplishes nothing. And the methods you described are the ones my trainers use for dogs that achieve the most elite level of training. Furthermore, I wonder why someone like 𝗦𝗄𝗿𝗍 would even get a dog. It appears that 𝗻𝗍, like his right-wing politics, is cruel and without empathy or compassion. I've heard that even Hitler was nice to his dog. Sadly, the same cannot be said of 𝗦𝗄𝗍𝗍.
Yes, 𝗻𝗍 said on the wrap-up show he would continue doing whatever he described here yesterday, and then in about a month it would work.
Yeah, and even like Jason said to me, isn't that a sign of low intelligence that, you gave him some really good advice, he asked for advice, and then he just can't absorb it. He can't. The Sam Simon Foundation will be happy to rescue 𝗦𝗄𝗍𝗍's dog and find it a loving forever home.
Oh. Where they don't hit.
Yeah, where they don't hit. Hitting a dog, right, Fred? You've got dogs.
No, dude, you just don't do that. It's like, it just makes them crazy, and it doesn't change the behavior. It just makes them afraid of you.
Right. Scott, you were busted by the audience. What is your argument on this AIG thing? Forget the dog. You respect the contracts of the executives, but you don't respect union contracts.
They're not comparable.
Why?
But, well, in the case of the car companies, my argument is that the unions are largely at fault for causing the company to fail.
That's
the
not
AIG.
true.
Hold on, that's my argument. The AIG contracts have nothing to do with AIG failing.
Well, you could blame the executives for not getting the job done properly.
No, but these bonuses, did you read the op-ed that I sent you?
Yes, I did.
And what did you think of that?
There are some executives who had nothing to do with the failing of AIG, and they were promised bonuses, and now they're not getting them, and they're upset about it.
So the guy's working for nothing.
I understand that. But for the most part, you understand, in the one breath you say you have to honor contracts at AIG, but you're saying you don't have to honor union contracts.
No,
you
I'm
can't
not
have it
saying
both
that.
ways.
I'm saying
That's
that
what
if
you
we're
said.
going to dump money into a company to make it work, you need to make sure that it's going to work from the start, or else you don't do it.
And secondly,
and in the case of the contracts, the union contracts, from what I hear, it costs $75 an hour for an American car company to make.
I've heard that figure is misleading.
and it's $45 for the foreign cars. You can't compete like that.
And secondly, Sam Simon says what you're doing is wrong. Every expert that
Tell Sam to go sit back on his mansion and just...
Every expert that is employed by the Sam Simon Foundation, and there's many, all are dog trainers, agree with me.
Have you ever spoken to a dog trainer?
I could care less, Fred. I've had dogs my whole life.
Don't ask me again for advice. Don't ask me again for advice and then ignore it.
Well, just because I got your advice doesn't mean I have to take it as gospel.
Think you should be hitting your dog?
I don't. It's not like the dog yelps when I hit her.
Oh, come on. You know
It's
you
a
hit her
tap
hard.
on the ass, and she knows she did
and
wrong.
a tap on the ass ain't going to teach her anything.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
and
not.
then I throw her outside.
Not only
It'll
that,
work.
she's not doesn't even understand why you're doing it.
She does.
No.
She goes on. All right, then why yell? What's the difference? Does a lion tamer not use a whip? What do you want him to just talk to the lion?
He's a fucking lion.
Well, what's the difference?
Lions eat people. Dogs are loyal pack animals.
What's the difference between a lion and a dog?
Does a horse use a whip?
I saw the most.
I mean,
if you are not a dog lover after this, there is a video going around on the internet. Kid Chris sent it to me. I should send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Picture this: a dog is it's a like a homeless dog or so, or a dog that's lost, walking on a busy highway, four lanes. The dog gets hit by a car.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Miraculously, I mean, it looks like the dog's dead. It's laying there in the middle, and all the cars are just going and going, going. No one's stopping. Another dog sees this, runs out to help the dog, and she wants to drag the dog to the side of the road to help the dog. It doesn't use its mouth because she knows the mouth would hurt the dog. Pushes with her paws to move this dog, and this is a big dog. Pushes the dog to the other side of the street. Finally, people start to notice, and they stop cars, and they try to help the dog move the dog. And it turns out both dogs are fine, and even the one that got hit is perfectly fine, minor injuries.
Wow.
But imagine this dog is so loyal to another dog, and it tried to move the dog to safety. I mean, that's the most moving thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
You're never going to find. You're going to compare a dog to a fucking tiger?
No,
That's
I'm
gonna
just
eat your
saying
ass?
that they're animals. At the end of the day, they're animals, and they understand.
Then do you need to mistreat them because
I'm
they're
not
animals?
mistreating. I'm loving that dog. I'm telling that dog how she's going to do well in my
Tell
family.
her, don't hit her.
Yeah, she doesn't speak.
You can tell her. She does. They understand. They understand. What do you got? A lab?
Yeah.
A lab is as bright as a 3-year-old and can understand a vocabulary.
Actually, I think the lab might be smarter than you.
Yeah.
Fred, you know what? I question your intelligence sometimes too, pal.
Oh, come on. Fred's intelligence?
Yeah.
You think you're smarter than Fred?
Bring it on, dude.
Sure, let's take
Bring
an
it
IQ
on.
test.
Bring it on.
Let's take
No
an
way
IQ
you'll
test.
beat Fred.
I think I might. I think Fred has a great memory, but that's about it.
No, it's more than memory. The guy's got basic
Well,
intelligence.
listen, don't attack me. I'm quite intelligent.
It was
So-
a joke. It
all
wasn't
right.
an
Well,
attack.
You're also
I hear it all the
type
time.
A.
Should I hit you with a newspaper to see that you understand it?
What do you
You're
want
also
to? What do you want to
type
go up
A,
against
aren't
Fred
you?
and name the subject? Name it.
No, an IQ test would be fair.
IQ test.
Sure.
He'll beat you. My money's on him.
Well, let's see.
Scott, I think you're a bright guy, but you're not smart.
Let's bring it on.
Fred, you think you'll beat him in an IQ test? Any
I have
chance
no
I could lose
idea.
money here?
I'm not going to take it.
You won't?
No, because I don't like IQ tests.
You don't want to
Yeah,
know.
what was an IQ test for someone of our age? What does that consist of? Logic questions, like basic?
Yeah, logic, command of
Patterns.
language,
Right.
patterns, spatial.
Right.
Hey, listen.
Memory?
Let me tell you
Anyway,
something.
my
Memory
dog
has a lot
loves
of
Fred, I'll tell you why Fred's smarter than you. Number one, you see him on this Win Fred's Money. The guy knows tons of shit.
It's
He's
unreal.
got great memory. Awesome.
More than memory.
Yeah, but that's knowledge.
He's got knowledge.
I'm not saying
Secondly,
he's stupid.
he
I'm
plays
just
good-
saying I am not.
He plays an instrument. That shows me a high mathematical ability.
I was great in math.
Yeah, but can you play guitar?
No, I've never.
play any
I've never
instruments?
bothered. No.
Yeah, he's got a basic curiosity.
Can he play golf?
Howard,
Can he play golf?
He doesn't play any
Can he
music.
play golf?
Any idiot can play golf.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead. Let's see what brilliant Gary has
He
to
doesn't play
say.
music because he thinks it's stupid. He said as much. He thinks
It's a
stupid.
waste of
What do
time.
you mean? What did he tell you? What do you mean it's a waste of time? What does he talk about?
He thinks that to send your kid to take music lessons when you know that they're not going to be great at it is a complete waste of time.
That's, see,
then
see,
why-
Gary,
I know that.
Gary cannot even say
But
what.
then
no,
why
that's
golf
not
if you're never
what
gonna be
I
genius?
said. It's not what I said.
What'd you say,
I
Johnny?
said that I would not be one to if my child wanted to go to a college that it was all about music. I wouldn't support that.
You didn't
Why?
say
Because
college. You said you wouldn't let your kid take lessons even as a grammar school kid.
no, I wouldn't.
Yes, you
I
did.
just
You said
said that
from
I
the
would.
office.
I do not want to support. This thinking that you're going to get rich through music because I realize
Rich,
what
what
a
if you
dead end
just enjoy
street.
playing music?
Yeah, to have fun. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But if you start taking it serious, it's.
There's been no seriously. There's been studies that have been done that prove when kids take music courses and play music, it improves the right side of the brain, which is the math section, the language section.
Listen, you
it
guys
makes them better students.
go back and look at that refrigerator back there in the kitchen and see the thousands of CDs that are sitting there that people put their life and heart into, and they get nothing out
Scott,
of it.
you really sound like a McCarthy era, like fucking.
He's not, here's the thing. He's not being honest because he's saying this was about, going to college. That I understand.
Right.
We had a long conversation in front of the entire office. Everyone will back me up. that if your son wanted to play an instrument, it would be okay, but you would not push your child to play an instrument now because you think that it's a dead end and that they're not going to learn anything from
Understand the difference.
it.
If he came to me and said he wanted to play, I'd say sure, go ahead, that's fine. But I'm not going to sit there and go, you need to take guitar lessons because that's the way to the future.
No, but you might say
something. I'm going to tell you why 100% wrong. My father, in fact, forced me to take piano. He didn't force me, but he said, look, I really think you should take piano lessons. He didn't think I was going to be the next Beatles. But he said, you know, gee, in my life, I always wished I knew an instrument.
Me too, man.
And I always wished that...
well, I don't. I'm just saying these are your opinions.
That's because you have no imagination.
Knowing how to play an instrument is so much fun in life that you bond with other people through it.
I'm envious.
It's a language. It's like learning Spanish or learning something. It's something that
but
brings
you never learned
closer
sports. Isn't that aren't you missing there?
Yes, I am, and I wish I had. That's what I'm telling you. I wasn't going to be Babe Ruth, but the fact is, I wish I had been more active in my earlier life. I have a big regret about that.
And what do you think is more important, sports or music?
Both.
Yeah, but Scott, playing piano or guitar, you could do you're 80 years old.
You don't have to choose one or the other. It's called an enrichment in life. Why read a book?
But he feels like
why play golf? Why?
Because it's fun. I do it for fun. I would never sit there and quit my job thinking I'm going to join the pro tour.
Do you want your kid to read literature?
Sure.
Why? He's not going to be an author.
Right. Because come on. That's
what do you mean?
Don't you think it's a quantum leap to say that because you encourage your son to take an instrument, that in 15 years he's going to throw his life away trying to follow that dream? You're just letting them play music, have fun. It opens up a whole world.
I am saying there are many other things I would choose over music that I would encourage him to do.
See, this is
That's
where
at the bottom of my list.
This is where behind his back. This is where behind his back we have the conversation like maybe he's not that bright.
No, but Scott, you sound like you're anti-creativity.
Because this guy
is anti-creativity.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you why you're not bright. I'll tell you why you're not bright, and here's the reason.
Do I have to sit here and listen to this?
People who are cavemen,
because I'm so smart,
beat animals into submission. I don't need to beat anything. I don't need to hit my kid. I don't need to hit my dog. I can look at a dog and reason with a dog. That's how bright I am. See? You, on the other hand, are like a caveman. You say, I get frustrated, I'll hit the dog.
Look, I have had dogs my whole life, a lot more than you ever have.
And you've done the wrong thing.
And it's always been right. It's always been perfect. I've always had a great dog.
And
so how come it's not working now?
There's a proven track record, and I'm going to continue because I haven't been doing it too long. My wife made me do this stupid squirt bottle crap and listen to guys like you. So my way will work. Don't worry about it.
It won't.
It will.
Trust me, that dog can be eating your pot roast when your back is turned.
Yeah.
That dog's not loyal to you.
So I should listen to Howard and go, no. Or whatever the hell
something that's a step in the right direction. Any dog expert will back him up. No dog expert backs you up.
I don't need a dog expert.
Scott, when I was a kid, my father, we literally spent hours hitting grounders and everything.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun, but I really wish half of that time was spent on learning an instrument.
Great. What would they have done for you? I don't get it.
What do you mean, what would have done?
You know what? It's fun. It's like your golf. It's fun.
I'll tell you what, in the professional now.
I don't say you shouldn't. I don't say you shouldn't. I'm telling you my opinion about my son. So I'm not going to push him towards
music. You're going to deny him fun.
I will push him towards golf.
Music is a very important part of life.
I agree.
And for a child to have an understanding of music theory is an advanced child. And you're giving them something. It's like swimming. You're giving them something.
Don't see it. Can you explain that? Music theory. Why?
Because you're a bore. This is one of man's greatest inventions, music. It soothes the soul.
Yeah.
It's educational.
Have you ever played an instrument, Scott?
When you play an instrument,
I took 2 drum lessons and quit.
When you play an instrument with other people. When you play an instrument with other people.
Fine. Have you ever?
When you see these musicians,
Howard's never played golf. He can't comment on golf.
When you see but that's something I should learn about. There's a lot of things to learn about. You got to prioritize.
Yeah.
And your priorities are out of order.
Oh, according
golf
to you,
is not more
Mr.
important
Expert,
than music.
You're going to list my priorities?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, because you're not advanced. You're a very, very simple human being.
You teach your son to be closed-minded in that area. That's horrible.
You're
realize how
off.
wrong you are. These are opinions of yours.
No, I don't realize how wrong I am. I'm trying to help you now because you're not as advanced as I am. I'm very, very bright. I'm considered a genius in a lot of areas. So why would you assume you know what you're doing?
I'll take an IQ test against you.
Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Why would you assume you know more than I do?
Because I'm a genius.
Well, I am the genius too.
No, you're not. You've not excelled in anything.
Okay, Howard.
You haven't.
So
I
because
have.
You've
So you
excelled
have
in
to-
one area. I agree. You've excelled in radio.
Well, how many areas have you excelled? How many areas have you excelled in?
Oh man, I don't know.
So don't
even go there.
belittle
That's
my
ridiculous.
genius. So assume
So
that you're at
you're
the feet of a
genius.
master now.
You're a genius.
And you're learning from
in
me.
radio.
No, I'm a genius.
Not like
They don't just say you're just a genius, right? I'm a genius. They didn't walk around. Einstein's a genius only in math. He's a genius. When you're a genius, it's like being a doctor. You're a doctor, you're a doctor. You're a genius, you're a genius. I'm a genius. Not many people are. I happen to be a genius.
Who in this room
That's
do you think
it.
you're smarter than? Listen.
Everyone.
I think he thinks he's smarter than he's like.
You think you're smarter than everyone in here?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Listen, I don't think you're stupid. I'm just saying.
I'm done trying to help you. I'm done trying to help you.
That's ridiculous.
Scott, I'm done
I
trying.
certainly am smart. Benji might be up there.
Scott, I'm done trying to help you. I'm officially announcing now. Others can help you if they want to.
All right, good. I don't need any help. I don't want any help.
It's a lost cause.
That's
How
the
many
point.
people would love to have an audience with me where I concentrate on their problems and their areas where they need improvement? Many.
Well,
And
I'm
I've
not one of
given
them,
this
I
to
guess.
you, but this gift is no longer available to you. I've tried.
You're on your own
I can
now.
help you though if you'd like.
That's okay. I don't need it. I'm evolved. You can leave.
evolved.
Thank you. All right.
I mean, if your son came to you
I
and
think
said,
the
I
only
want
way
to
he's
play
going
the
to help you
guitar,
if he removes half your brain. That's
We're
how he can
done.
help you.
all
It's
right,
done.
okay.
I mean,
I just got, if your son wants to play the guitar, you're not going to say that's great. You
I
know?
said sure. I'll sign him up tomorrow for lessons. That's not the point.
All right, thank
the
you.
point was, am I going to
Thank
say
you.
need to go play guitar to be a better person? No, that's not going to come from me.
No, you don't
no one's
say to
gonna
be a
say
better
that.
That's what
person.
this is all about.
No, you're saying you're planning on giving your son life lessons and advice.
Yes.
One of the things you should offer to him is music lessons because it's important. You know,
I don't see
understanding music. I'll give you an example why music theory is important. My dad, the reason he was hung up on it, my dad decided to become a recording engineer. And as a recording engineer, he worked on many commercials. His partner, who had a musical background and could play piano and sing, actually, he became a very valuable recording engineer because whoever came in wanted a guy, they wanted to work with a fellow musician. He understood music and how to cut on the beat and all this stuff. It made him a better engineer.
All right.
My father said if I had this piece of education, if I had this information, not that he was in music, but understanding music theory would have given him the language to be a better recording engineer. And
could
so he
say that for
recognized,
everything.
well, of course. That's why my daughter's fluent in Spanish. Now, when she went out to look for work, her job now, they pay her more money because she knows Spanish. She's invaluable to them. She's interpreting
I agree.
every
Spanish
20
is great.
seconds. Only
I agree with
because
that one.
she's a good kid. There's a lot of good kids out there, but she's got a skill. So what you try to do is, as a parent, to take the skills that are golf's a skill too, and it's
Right.
good for business. You go out on the golf course.
I would
your
argue
buddies,
better for business than
there's
music
something
is.
very important about an athletic background, but even more important is to give them the language of music and theory. Not that they're going to become the Beatles. Maybe they will. That's wonderful.
And
you know,
that's what I don't want.
I'll tell you my frustration.
You don't want you to become the Beatles?
I don't
When
want
I
them to
said-
think that they're going to be the Beatles and
No.
then
He
waste
doesn't want
their
them to
life,
think is what
waste
he's
their
saying.
education,
That's
waste their
delusional.
time.
That's delusional.
No, you know that's what happens.
No,
how
it
many
doesn't.
again? How
Listen,
many records
I'll
back
give you an
there?
example.
All those guys, I guarantee you, they don't have
The
normal jobs.
late,
And if they do,
great
they're
Sam
horrible.
Kinison used to do this show. And Sam would come in, and Sam was a pretty good guitar player. Now, Sam is a stand-up comic. He would dabble in guitar. And there was nothing cooler when Sam would come in. He said to me, hey, why don't you go up on stage with me? We'll jam. Now, I can play basic guitar. I'm not any good. I wasn't as good as like Sam was. But I could get up and jam with him in this language. And it was terrific. And, even you want your sons to get laid.
Howard,
Girls melt. When Fred, who is a complete, almost a sociopath, and not even able to communicate with
If
human
that's
beings.
what's going to make a girl
he would
melt,
sit
then I
down
don't
and
want that
play.
girl
He
for
would
my
sit
daughter,
down and
for my
play.
son.
He would sit down and play guitar. I saw beautiful women melt at his feet.
That's ridiculous.
There's a man who has tremendous problems.
So there you go.
And you're saying
Your
telling me-
hero, Richard Nixon, played brilliant piano
He's not
before
my
he
hero.
trashed the country.
He's not my hero. Reagan's my hero.
Like, as a comedian, I would love to
Another
be able to
genius.
write a funny song on guitar.
He was a genius.
That's the point. And even you're a director.
Howard, you're biased.
You're a director.
You're biased. You're an entertainer.
No, well,
And
listen,
that's why you
you're in
think it's
show
all
business.
about-
You're a director. If you understood music and music theory.
Yeah.
When we have musicians in here, you'd be able to have a certain understanding of what you should be even filming.
I agree. I agree for that one little part. Yeah.
It's a very important part of life.
You know what? I'll use, DePace's argument against him. Why did you invent the video caddy? Do you think the world was really waiting for another piece of useless junk?
Yeah, that's a good point.
See, that's just it. There's a perfect example that you don't play golf, so you don't understand how important a device like that
I can go down to
be.
the U.S. Patent Office. I can find thousands, millions of patents of useless inventions. So were those people stupid, too, to try and follow a dream?
They wasted their time.
No, that's ridiculous.
I'm using your argument with why you're against music.
No, it's not a good point. You guys are all biased because you guys are entertainers. Of course, you like to play music.
But you're not an inventor, so why invent?
But I haven't put my life savings or my every minute of my day.
Was your brother in a band? Is this what this is about?
There's part of that.
Did your brother have a band? And did it fail?
Oh, was he jealous?
But it was just no, nothing to do with jealousy.
Was he jealous?
Yeah. I have a sister and a brother, very musically talented. It got them both nowhere. I know that for a fact.
What about the satisfaction of knowing how to play?
Well, what about the satisfaction of knowing how to, I don't know, build a house out of cards?
That's important too.
I got another
There's a huge difference between a house of cards and learning to play music. It's a language.
That statement makes you sound dumb.
All right, I can hit a golf ball straight. What about that?
You think playing a house of cards is as important as music?
No, Howard.
Listen, you know what? I told you I'm a genius. I can't waste my time with you.
You should learn how to play golf because you don't understand.
Robin's right. Why is this continuing? Even Robin is saying.
Shake your head, Robin. Go ahead.
I didn't.
Robin, who learns a useless thing every other day. Horseback riding and car racing. What else you got?
Say a word during this entire.
No, she didn't.
Stupid
so why attack her?
Why are you attacking Robin?
Because I look at her with that face, and she's back and forth with her head.
You don't know what my face meant. Why are you interpreting
I can read it.
All right, listen.
That was his face reading course that he never took.
You have stolen 10 minutes of our life.
Yes.
Oh, wait. This is Cookie on the phone. This is Scott's dog. Cookie, go ahead.
Finally, an intelligent conversation.
See?
Are you mad? Are you mad at Scott?
Don't bark, Cookie. Shh. Shut up. No.
Dog's saying it hates you.
Actually, Scott is probably a math.
Let me talk to Cookie. Cookie. No.
See,
she shut right up.
Scott is actually a math genius. You ran a cocaine ring, I think, for a while, right?
Yeah, a cocaine ring, Artie. Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, that's right. He isn't more intelligent than
Cookie.
I couldn't do that.
Cookie, bark twice if you want me to rescue you and send you to Sam Simons.
I've seen Sam's place in Malibu that he built for dogs.
Can I have one?
A lot of humans would love it.
Go ahead, Fred. Talk to Cookie.
Cookie, bark twice if you think the video caddy is the most useless invention you've ever seen.
Cookie, bark twice if you think a career in music is horrible.
Oh, that dog hates you.
I told you the dog was smart.
Cookie, are you embarrassed that your name is Cookie? Bark twice if you are. Yes. Wouldn't you like a more masculine name? Bark twice if you say yes. Yeah.
My son named her.
Hey, Cookie, when I say the name Scott, what do you think? There you go. All right.
All I can say is thank God Scott wasn't Sebastian Bach's father.
Hey, Cookie, bark twice if you want me to hit Scott with a newspaper every time he does something wrong. All right. Very good, Cookie. Thank you.
I'll see you later.
That's Cookie the dog. All right. We'll be back right after these words. Thank you, Scott. Yeah.
I am not going to be the one going, hey, you have to take this music class. That's all I'm saying. If he says, Dad, I want to take a music class, Dad, I want to learn guitar, I said, great. Where do we sign you up? Let's go figure it out, and I would do that.
What if you want to play the flute? What if he came to you and said, Dad, I want to play the flute?
That would be something you're...
I'm just asking a question. That's what brass instrument they offer usually 3rd or 4th grade.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's
just
fine.
a second.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not so bad.
It's all my point is if my son says, I want to go to college to learn music, I'm going to say, you know what? You're going to have to find out how to pay for that one yourself. Thank you.
But you'll pay for college if you want to go for, say, politics or history.
Any of the business, history, no. That's another no-no.
What else is useless?
English, Probably not, because the only thing you're going to get there is probably a, well, English maybe, but most of English jobs, I guess you would end up being like a teacher or something.
Generic art, liberal arts degree?
You can use English for anything.
I wouldn't pay a lot of money.
You can use history for anything. You can use anything for anything.
No,
in fact,
the facts
most people who go to law school are political science majors, English majors, history majors.
Exactly.
Right.
I wouldn't pay for law school.
Cosmetology?
That's a whole nother. No.
Why not? That's a great living, man.
I have 2 male boys.
So you don't let them if they wanted to be, if they were like, hey, Dad, I love hair, I love the art of hairdressing, that's what I want to pursue?
No, thanks.
Art major.
They could, I'm sure that degree probably
Podiatry? Is that okay?
Podiatry? Sure.
Art major.
Art major, no. No. Why
Cases
would you
major.
learn something that you're not going to use at your job?
This is what my mother said. She goes, what are you going to do? Go work at a history firm? What are you going to do when you get out of college? You're going to go get a big job at the history? Let me tell you something.
There are some jobs with history, but not many.
No, but you're thinking too. See, this is you thinking too literally. You don't necessarily take your history degree and go become a curator at a museum. You use your intelligence and you can take it further. You can do anything you want with it.
So you're saying in this job, which is a communications job, you don't use any of your communication skills you used at college?
No,
what if you had only taken history and then ended up in this job? Wouldn't you then be worse off at this job?
Well, I can't possibly answer that.
Well, I think I can. Yeah, of course. Of course you would. And if not, then your communication degree is worthless.
It's not just history. You learn analytical thinking. You learn how to interpret facts, how to research, how to read.
That's like me learning the golf program and deciding to be a musician.
No! No!
No! I'm sorry.
You said building a house of cards.
It's just. But I obviously was trying to.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what I said.
It's a bad example. But the point is,
horrible example. Tim's gonna faint.
I know people in LA who moved to Los Angeles to go to guitar school.
Yeah.
Fucking what a waste of time. They would sit there and fucking play and they had a stage presence class.
Why is it a waste of time? Because they don't make a career out of it?
Yeah, right. It's a great hobby to have.
This was their college. This was what they were 22. This was what they were going to do as a career. Look, if my kid says, hey, Dad, I really want to play guitar, I'm going to say, let's go buy you one right now. Absolutely. But if it's up to me to go, hey, Kyle, you're not interested in music yet. Come on, I want you to start taking classes.
What if he does that? What if he has some aptitude and wants to pursue it? What are you going to do? Like, at what point do you kill the dream?
At the point where it starts getting in the way of what he needs for the rest of his life, his education. When he says to me, I want to go to a music college, I go, work at it. Find your own way. I'm not paying for it.
Oh, that is so. Who are you, Bing Crosby, for Christ's sakes?
The point is, I would not support paying for something that I didn't feel was a smart decision.
You're going to let that
you're not going to let any of your past influences affect what your daughter might want to do. If she says, I want to go, Dad, I want to put everything I've got into making a new type of a Barbie doll. Are you going to say, okay, let's go ahead?
I wouldn't do it blindly, but if she was good at it and she had the skills, and I would loan her the money to do it. I wouldn't give it to her, but I'd loan it to her.
What if when Duke turns 18, your young son Duke turns 18?
Kyle. Who's Duke? Duke's the dog who died.
His late dog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
All right. On Monday's wrap-up show, we were talking about Tim and his stupid fucking diet and how He's not our friend anymore, man. He's gone. He left the world. He's somewhere else. Me and Richard decided he's gone. Check it out.
Do you think Gary was out of place asking you what your first meal is going to be?
No, not at all. Because honestly, when he said that to me, I knew what he was saying, but I just couldn't figure out what I was going to eat. I really haven't given it much thought.
And that was more surprising to me than anything. Like, I would think at the end of this time, you go, okay, I can eat my first meal. Like, I know I'd be thinking, not like I'm going to have a steak, but I'll be okay. These are the parameters I've been given. I am dreaming of a salad with tomatoes and avocado.
Yeah, most people would be down at @Frisco's, having a steak and whatever. But it didn't really even dawn on me until you said that. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that now. But it's like.
Now, is it going to go right through you, whatever you eat? Like, are you going to need to be near a toilet?
Are you going to be shitting actual lettuce leaves?
I don't know.
You might ought to just eat while you're on the toilet.
Yeah, let's go. We're Sharon Osbourne. Let's get something really going here.
Russell in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey guys, how are you? I just wanted to say, what do you guys think about Robin and this attitude about yelling at Gary? I mean, if anyone has a personality change on this starvation diet, it's Robin. I mean, wasn't that sort of bitchish? I mean, I'm all against harping on Gary at times, no offense there, but I think it was a little excessive. It's human nature. The guy hasn't eaten for 21 freaking days. What are you going to have?
See, again, Robin gets mad at me when I voice his opinion, but I think that if Tim succeeds, it validates Robin. If Tim fails, even though I think Robin went to Tim to try to do a good thing. I don't think Robin's like trying to recruit him into some goofy thing. I think she really wanted to help you. But if you fail, it does look bad for her.
Well, the thing is that I would talk to him, because I was so amazed at Robin's weight loss. I was like, how did you do it? Because I've tried a bunch of other things, and it really didn't work over the last year. And I'd lose a pound or two or whatever, and I went to the gym 3-4 times a week and all this kind of thing. And
are you going to the gym now?
I will start today.
So you haven't been going during the fast?
No, I didn't.
Why? Because you just don't think there's
I tried a couple of times, and I got real, because I push it. I try to really crank it out.
And how much have you lost in the 21 days?
Almost 28 pounds, I think.
Good for you,
like
man.
So thank you.
That's great.
So, but anyway, the thing was, I kept asking Robin about it, and she came up to me before she was going to start her fast, and she says, "Do you want to do it with me?" I'm like, I absolutely. I was to the point where I would have tried sniffing glue if that would have worked. I didn't care. But so I got onto it and learned about it and the process, and literally 2-3 days into it, I just felt so good that I didn't want to stop, because I recognized just how bad I felt a couple of days prior.
See, the other thing, Tim, that gets people a little weirded out, which I don't even know if you realize you're doing this, when we let you start talking about it, you do start to sound like an infomercial, because I think you're so excited about it. But that's where it gets into the weird thing.
You feel good, I tell you, I just feel good because I couldn't bend over. My clothes didn't fit. I felt like a schlub, and I just enough was enough. It's like you get to a point in your life where you say, you know what, I'm tired of being a fat fuck. That's it. I'm done. Over.
I'm totally 3 pounds away from that.
Yeah. Well, no, you get to a point, and everybody does it on their own. You can't tell somebody whatever. And I was tired of all you guys busting my chops. You look like Rush Limbaugh, or Howard's going, "Oh, you're fat," and this and that. And I thought, you know what, enough's enough. I'm going to do something about it. And in my mind, the trigger finally tripped. And also, there's an opportunity for someone to teach me something. And if I would have did it for 3 days and didn't like it, I would have stopped. But you know what? I just felt so much better. I was so motivated by how I felt. And the cause and effect of this program, I need instant gratification. I stand in front of a microwave and yell, "Hurry up!" So I saw, pounds going off, like literally 5 pounds within the first, 2 days, 3 days.
What you're saying, Tim, is when you go downstairs at Christmas, you want to make sure the presents are.
That's right too. I want that too.
Tim, we've got somebody on the phone for you. Ronnie Munn, you're on the wrap-up show.
Oh, horseshit! What's your problem?
Congratulations, first of all, Tim, on your weight loss.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations for throwing all your friends away.
What do you mean, Ronnie?
Well, the guy. Ever since this guy went on this diet, I agree with Richard, man. He's like glazed over. We don't even know who he is anymore.
Well, you should be happy the fact that I'm trying to get healthy, so when we do go out, we can really ramp it up.
You're so done with us. We see it.
Stop.
Me and Richard, we talked about it this morning. You're done, man.
All right, we'll make a date.
No, we don't want any dates because you don't keep your dates. See, that's the whole thing.
We're complimenting you, Tim. You are such a fun guy to just go out with and go to a bar. But I understand you're getting healthy, and I would never want you to go off your diet just for us. But it is fun to hang out with you.
Yeah, we'll be there. Believe me,
Ronnie.
We'll have a front row seat.
Richard, He won't be there, believe me.
Well, we'll be there.
I'm hoping. Yes.
When I tell you,
I'll make you a promise.
Ronnie, you think Tim's a different guy?
definitely. He's definitely a different guy.
How so?
Dude, I'm telling you, man. He's different. He's totally different.
Well, Tim, here's a question for you, Tim. Is alcohol...
he doesn't want to hang out with his friends anymore.
Well, hold on a second, Ronnie. Hold on a second, Ronnie. So, Tim, now you're back, to regular stuff. Is alcohol part of the process? Are you allowed to
I'll have a few drinks here. I'm not. I don't drink a lot. I don't drink during the week, but on the weekends when I go out, I'm not.
So, if Ronnie said to you when you're back on eating what you are now, if Ronnie said, "Let's go to Rick's tonight," because there shouldn't really be any food temptations there.
It doesn't. I'll eat. I just know more about food. And I understand it now, and I understand how I got to where I got because I was addicted to it, and I'm not. I have more control. I just have more control.
Is there certain types of alcohol that you can have now, or do you have to be careful?
I prefer pure grain alcohol, and
you just start smoking pot.
Yeah.
Tim, will you eat salt?
Not really. No. I don't think. I never was a salt fan either. I really wasn't. I really wasn't.
Tim.
I never really was.
So what did you put on your steak and fries?
Pepper. You can ask anybody here that's eaten with me.
No, it's true. Tim told me when he was a little kid, his mom said, "What would you rather, salt or pepper?" If you'd only had one.
Yeah, I had.
And he said pepper.
So the salt thing isn't symptomatic of.
No, ask anybody here. I'm a pepperaholic.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks, Ronnie.
Yeah, make sure everybody listens to Tim on the radio tonight.
Thanks, Ronnie.
All right, let's go to Jerry on Long Island. Jerry, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? What's
Good.
up, Gary?
What's up, man?
I'm not got the reason right over here why Robin's so pissed. It's definitely because the old saying, the truth hurts. You hit the nail on the head a couple of times in the past couple of shows, especially when you told her basically when she gets all defensive about when you guys are asking her questions and she plays she yeses you to that, or I don't know anything or whatever. I think it all piles up and she's channeling her anger at the wrong way, definitely.
Well, if you're saying that I've called her out a couple of times, we all call each other out on everything. She calls me out, I call her out, Robin calls her out. Fred goes back and forth. I mean, nobody gets away with anything in this place.
That's right. No stones unturned.
I totally agree. 100%. I'm a hardcore listener. I agree. I'm just saying that there comes a time where I think she tries to play it off like it doesn't bother her, and I think certain things do bother her a little bit more so, and, she's been on the show forever, but I think she tries to play it off like nothing bothers her, but then certain things leak out, and she can't hide it so much. You know what I'm saying?
I think it bothers her that I goof on the diet, and I'm not doing it to hurt Robin. I'm just not a big believer in it, but Robin looks at me like I'm the one who doesn't understand, which is fine. She's got her opinion. I don't see the light, and that's fine. I mean, clearly, my weight shows I don't see the light.
Well, you're a naysayer in a way.
Right, but it's okay to have it. Listen, everyone's got to have naysayers, or else the world will just be too perfect.
Ronnie in the Bronx, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Ronnie.
All right, listen to me. Gary, you need to go on this diet because I get so disturbed watching Howard TV. You're so out of shape. You're repulsive.
True.
Instead of being against him and worrying about what he's going to eat, why don't you go on the same fucking thing? The same fast that he went on.
Because I can't. Ronnie, do you think you could not eat for 21 days?
Listen to me.
I'm asking you a question. You're asking me to do something. I'm asking you, could you do it?
If I look like that, yes.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, me and John High talked about Flo Rida and making it rain or snow, whatever, the money and the chicks bouncing their asses, and you throw the money at the chicks with the asses, and how much I love big asses, and enjoy.
Flo Rida came back in with $4 million. And JD, what was it like seeing them again? And did you expect to be called into the studio? Because when women with large rear ends are in there, that's usually your...
Was my forte?
Yes, that is your area of expertise.
Oh, I don't know about expertise. It's a liking. Did I expect to be called in? I don't know. I'm not really. I'm out there. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Were you disappointed that you weren't in there while it was snowing in the studio?
No, I mean, I don't want to mess up things. So if me staying out of things doesn't mess it up, that's fine with me.
Now, who do you think was having the best time when all that was going on?
You know, I actually didn't see a lot of it, but from what I heard, it sounded like Benji was having a good old time taking his own clothes off.
Yeah, Benji's pants ended up off at the end of that segment.
And I think they ended up off in the hallway too after.
And also, I know Jason was supposed to be taking pictures, but he seemed to be tossing a lot of bills in the air.
Hey, you know, you gotta get into the action somehow. But I always look forward to Flo Rida on the schedule now, because now he's just gonna bring chicks with big asses that'll shake them.
Did you get to talk to him in the hallways at all afterwards?
No.
No?
No.
Didn't make a move?
No.
All right.
No, but I might have to move into Sue's Rendezvous or something.
Now, what do you think of the #1 song in the country right now?
It's okay. It's not. It's a little. I can take it and leave it. Take it or leave it.
Not your forte?
Forte. I don't know if I have a forte music-wise.
No?
It's just not. It's good. It's okay. It's just you know, it's not something I would probably listen to over and over and over.
Did you ever get in touch with the girl from last time? I know she was into you. You were hanging for a little while on the show.
What?
On the show.
On the show? No, she actually wasn't into me. She wouldn't even let me touch her ass, you know, unless it was covered or something.
Well, did you try to get in touch with her?
I tried to look for her, and
how did you try to look for her?
Through various websites and Google searches and MySpace searches and whatever else was around, and somehow I can't remember if I found her or if she found me or something. I don't know, but we did get in touch. And
what happened?
Nothing, just a lot of texting and stuff. She invited me to apparently she was having like 3 birthday parties at like 3 different places or something, and the one that was on like a Thursday or Friday that I could go to, I wasn't in town. So, but you know, what are you gonna do?
And that was that. I know you were a big fan of hers.
We still talk, you know, a little bit. We haven't texted or anything lately. But you know, who knows? She's got a million guys, I'm sure, after her, a bunch of rap guys. So, what are you going to do?
Well, so if you get texted or messaged, you're not going to respond?
No, I respond. What am I, stupid?
No.
No, but yeah.
What did you think of Howard's reaction?
I don't know. What else do you want? There's nothing's happened.
I just want you to answer the question.
I am. You just give me weird looks.
I'm not giving you a weird look. I'm waiting to see if you're done talking.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Do you want me to say done every time I'm
No, I don't
talking?
want you to say done, but I'm just waiting. It looks like you're still, you know, forming a thought. So I don't
I'm
want
always
to
forming thoughts.
Well, I don't want to interrupt.
You're not interrupting anything.
All right. Did you think Howard was envious of Flo Rida's workout? The guy works out 15 minutes, and Howard's like, "What am I busting my ass?"
I don't know about the actual workout, but the actual workout result, I'm sure he was a little jealous. I mean, who doesn't want to look all pumped up and stuff?
What'd you think of 𝗦𝗵cie today?
He was okay. He just seemed to be the money carrier, carrier of the money.
Now they walked in with like sacks of money, literally sacks of money, and I think Artie pocketed some of it to see if anybody would notice, and then at the end, of course, he gave it back.
Yeah.
But they come in with and they do their thing, and they always put on a good show. Flo Rida said also that where the money is, though, in music isn't really in the downloads and the records. It's the other stuff. It's the touring, the merchandise, and the bar mitzvah. And he said he got $100,000 to play a bar mitzvah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you see these My Super Sweet 16. If your kid likes someone enough and your parents can pay, they'll have you at their party.
Now let's talk about the girls that he brought along. What did you think of them? How would you best describe them?
Very lovely ladies with big ass. Well, one had a really big ass. The other ass was good. So, you know, more normal, but you know, the other one was just out there.
Can an ass be too big for you?
Yeah. I've seen some extremely large asses, and you know.
But you set limits.
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's go to the phones.
You can't have too much of a well. You can have too much of a good thing.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, I talked about, God rest his soul, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. He just passed away. It's rough, man. It's rough, you know, a living thing, and it's sad. It's sad to talk about. And I just, you know, God bless his soul in heaven right now, and fishy heaven is 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, and you know, just say a prayer for him if you could. It's really, it's a sad thing, man. And I don't want to make light of this. I don't want to make a joke out of it. Just don't. So let's not make a mockery of this. And I don't want Chris, who's filming this, to fucking laugh either. So I'd rather you not do that. So here it is.
Hey, can I ask Richard, can we talk about the sad thing that happened to you this morning?
Oh, the family emergency? Yeah.
Yeah. Richard told me something, and I'm telling you,
Really? What happened?
Was bordering on tears when he told me.
One of our little pet catfish died this morning. We have an aquarium, like a 5-gallon aquarium, and we have 5 fish. We have 3 tetras and 2 catfishies. And, yeah, one of them passed away. I'm, like, really freaking out and bummed out.
How old was she?
It was a couple months old. You become attached to them. They're like any kind of pet.
I was saying to Richard, how do you become attached to a fish? I said, do you pet your fish? And Richard said he does. How do you do that?
Yeah, whenever we clean their tank, you know. I mean, they're so cute. I can't help but, like, touch them and pet them and stuff. And we took, even last night, which is why it's so sad, we were freaking out because this catfish had a little growth on his mouth, and we looked it up and saw that it's a disease that fish can get in a fish tank. So I took him out of the tank. I petted him. I told him it was going to be okay. And then I took this. There was this.
You killed your catfish, man.
No, I didn't. No, I did it to take this mold stuff that was on his mouth off so he could breathe, and then he was able to breathe.
Did you show him the picture of the roof of your house and stuff?
How often do you pet the fish?
Not very often, and I'm real careful about it because I know it's probably you're not supposed to do that, but you know, maybe once a month. But we take, you wouldn't believe these. It's like $5 or $6 worth of fish total. They're about $1 a piece, but we treat them like gold. They're our babies.
You know that those $5 fish, those dollar fish, they never live long. Like, you're setting yourself up for disaster.
No, I've had talks with people around here. Doug Goodstein had a goldfish that lived for 10 years.
Wow. Do you feel you're connecting with the fish and you're giving him joy when you pet him?
Yeah, I like to think that, but it's probably not to them.
And it's out of the water when you pet them?
Yeah, well, it's only when I'm transferring them from their tank to their temporary tank to clean it.
So you comfort them, you stroke them.
Yeah, I tell them it's going to be okay and stuff.
Did you name the fish?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Pinky, Blue, Purple, 𝗦𝗵cie, and 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
And did 𝗦𝗵cie or 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 pass on?
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 passed on today.
Oh, so 𝗦𝗵cie lives on.
Yeah, but the other 𝗦𝗵cie is so lonely because...
Well, will there be a 𝗦𝗵cie 3?
How do you know? How do you know 𝗦𝗵cie's lonely?
Oh, it's crying when it's in his hand.
It just swims back and forth all day.
It just sits on the bottom of the tank now, and they say, you know, I become really good friends with the guy at the pet store because I ask him all questions and go in there all the time buying medicine and stuff.
Oh, he sees you come and he sees dollar signs. Believe me, I'm sure he's your good friend.
But he told me that these catfish, they love having another catfish there, and it was the cutest thing. They used to, I would wake up at 4 in the morning and go in there, and they're like laying on top of each other. It was so sweet. So it's sad for the other catfish too, and I'm really bummed. And it's going to be hard to find another one this one cleaned the tank so good, and he was always eating and real cute, and he was kind of chubby. And
you can train a new one. Have you had the barrel yet?
Yeah, I was going to ask. Are you doing anything? Are you going to just flush it, or are you going to do anything special?
I didn't have time to take him out of the tank, God rest his soul, this morning. But my girlfriend's saving him, and we're going to have a funeral when I get home.
I mean, you guys think we're joking. Richard's really torn up about this.
Yeah, I'm bummed. You know, it's sad because you become attached to things, and like you look in the tank and they recognize you, and it's sad, man. I'm like bummed.
How do they recognize you?
Well, basically because they just want fed, but I put my face up to the tank and they all come right up to my face.
Do any of the fish, like, are any of them more shy, like kind of don't play as well as the other ones do?
Purple is, yeah, Purple's kind of a loner, but the rest of them they're so cute. And my girlfriend read some article the other day online about how you can teach your goldfish to do tricks, so we're going to try and teach them to do tricks.
Richard also cried when Cotton Hill, a guest star on the King of the Hill cartoon, died.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's sad, but this is a living thing, and it's so sad. Any living thing that dies is sad.
And on your birthday, too.
I know. It was such a bummer. I went in, and he was laying upside down.
You sure he wasn't playing an April Fool's joke on you?
No.
Maybe he taught himself how to, play dead.
Well, he did a damn good job if he did, because he turned white, too, so I don't know how he could make himself do that.
What do you feed the fish?
Just fish food, the little, flakes. And I actually had to order them special flakes off eBay because
sure you did.
We bought this new kind of food and it grew mold in our tank, and that's why I think this catfishy died. So I'm kind of pissed at this other kind of food.
See, it's funny that catfish need special food because catfish are they're bottom dwellers. They'll eat any crap you give them.
Well, that's what the guy at the pet store said. But meanwhile, this food, they were not cleaning it off the bottom of the tank, and it got mold on it. And I think that's what got the mold on this catfish and killed him.
Brian and Philly, you're on the wrap-up show.
Richard, Catfishy and Catfishy 2?
Mm-hmm. That's their names, Dad Nabbit.
Is it possible it died of embarrassment?
You know, Brian, you bring up a point. Like when Richard was talking to me about Catfishy this morning, and then again now, he was very close to tears, and it reminded me like my son cried when his goldfish died when he was 3. It is like a fish. People don't usually make that kind of connection with a fish.
Yeah, I know, but we really want a dog, my girlfriend and I, but we see that we don't have time to take care of one, and I'm on the road every weekend, and it's expensive with vet bills and all that, so we decided to settle on fish, and we put all of our love into these fish.
Wait, I heard that your girlfriend did want to get a pet, but you said no animals in the house.
Well, yeah, I mean, because we just don't have time
They're not clean.
We don't have time to take care of them. A goldfish can go 5 days without eating.
Cat?
She's allergic to cats. So, I would love a cat, but...
Yeah, but you're leaving goldfish alone and not petting it and talking to it.
They probably died of loneliness.
They got each other, though.
Thursday's wrap-up show was all about Sal and his debt. Now, Sal's got a plan. He's going to work with Christine. He's going to take over the finances and put them in better shape than they are right now. And none of us believe it. Watch the conversation. Here we go.
Heather, you're on the wrap-up show.
I just wanted to tell Sal that I just feel so bad for you. I feel so bad because I know you're in such a position and you're trying so hard. But I'm just afraid that you feel like this is your only redeeming quality is to let Christine buy all this stuff, and it's not. I'm worried about you.
Thanks, but it's not fair. Also, I mean, to put it on Christine. Yeah, we both have the credit cards. We both spend. My problem was that I just got too lax with the whole thing. And I just let her take over, and I didn't stay on top of my finances. And I need to put my foot down when it comes to that. Right. And that's what we're working on now. And it's not so much where, how can I put it? It's like I don't blame her completely for this, but the thing is that I got so much going on in my life. I'm trying to take care of my end. If you compare the cavemen back to the caveman days, they went out and they killed a woolly mammoth and the woman cooked it. I'm out there doing the hunting, and she's supposed to do.
Right, but what happens if?
And what happens is when the caveman comes back, he's just like, "Hey, where's my dinner, bitch?" You know what I mean? That's what I kept. I left it up to her to make the dinner.
So where's your dinner?
Exactly. Well, that's the point.
I'm asking you.
I'm so exhausted that I'm like, I'm going to skip this meal tonight. I go to bed hungry, I guess.
Cavemen didn't have money, so they didn't run into these issues.
So, but the thing is that, I spoke to my good friend Rich, and we're getting together on a vacation day next week, in 2 weeks or whatever, and we're going to be putting everything together. We're going to be consolidating all the credit cards. We're going to try to get a good deal, and we're going to refinance at a lower rate, and that's it. The credit cards are going to be cut up that day, and then I am putting everything on Quicken on the computer, and on top of everything else that I'm doing, I'm going to be doing the bills as well.
So, Sal, let me ask you a question. In the last 6 months, what are some of the large purchases that your family has made?
I don't know. I can't. I really couldn't.
I mean, have
find
you had a
it.
renovation done?
No, you got to know. You would have seen the result of the purchases.
Right. The only thing I've seen is that Christine and I are going to Florida this weekend. We have shows to do out there. And, you know, she took about 7 or 8 different outfits out with tags on them on the bed and started trying them on. And she assured me that she bought them a long time ago. I was just like, you know. And
here's a perfect example. Sal, at this time last February, a year ago, you came back from Florida and told me that story about how you had to ride the bus while your friend had the car, and about how your credit card was denied when you went to breakfast and how embarrassing it was.
Oh,
and right.
Yeah,
but so you went through all that, and then what did you do after that to rectify the situation?
I went to work. I just like
you
erased
didn't do
it from my
anything.
head. Right. What's there to do? I have enough stress in my life. I don't need one more.
How much is the floor?
I mean, Gary, the gun is 5 feet away from my head. I don't need to push it 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet. You know what I mean?
No, but sometimes
I don't.
Well, I sort of do in the sense. I think sometimes with Sal, it's easier for him to put blinders on.
Right. Yeah.
And just not acknowledge the deal, and then unfortunately it builds up to something like this.
Who wants to see Christine rack up all those Motel 6 bills? I mean, you know, he just keeps his head in.
How much do you think the floor trip will cost? Round figure.
About $800.
There's no way 5 people are flying to Florida.
No. My children aren't. My mom and my mother-in-law are watching my children.
Oh, so it's just the 2 of you.
Just
okay,
the 2 of us, and Richard and Kristen are going. So we got the hotel, and we're doing 2 gigs out there. So,
okay, it's a work.
So it's not that bad. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to afford with the children and everything else. So
let's see.
Yeah. So we're putting this plan together, and we're looking to refinance, and hopefully we'll get out of the hole. And I'm going, like Howard said, I'll take my dress off and do the bills. You know,
guarantee that never happens.
Nothing like the tough love program from Howard Stern.
Jason, why don't you think
listen, Sal's talking a big game. I guarantee 2 weeks from now there's no plan, there's no quick-in outline, there's no refinancing of anything. I think he might get some advice that he'll follow a little bit, and that'll be it.
I tend to agree with that a little bit.
I'll put. You want to make a bet, Jason?
No, because I really don't care. I'm just saying that I don't think it's going to happen.
Because the rest of the audience doesn't care about what you have to say either.
Oh wow! My wife spends all my money.
I'm not wiring at all.
But
I'm not complaining one bit.
So do you think Howard went overboard this morning?
That's Howard. Howard does.
But
his
no, do you think he did?
I mean, Jesus, I think a little bit. Put on the makeup, put on your dress. Sonny boy needs mommy. You're a little bitch. Get on top of your things. You make me sick. And get out.
Hey, how did you... O outro tá full top. Amaceidos.
O que foi, Aline, mamãe? Não sei se é o Discord, se é meu fone, mas tá agarrando.
Como tá comprando loadout?
Cara, meu dente tá começando a doer.
Mas você caiu obturações já faz tempo, mano. Tu não foi atrás.
Mas agora que eu fui ver, pô.
Mentira, de um de vida. Quase, hein? O refrega deu tempo. Tigrinho que a Bárbara metia live. Eu fazia live mesmo. E quem que pagava a banca pra vocês gastarem lá? Era eu também. Consciência tranquila.
Munições de médio calibre. Se quer cair
jogando granada de fumaça. Tem cara aqui. Não.
A verdade sempre calma. Parei.
Era o último. Deixa eu roubar aqui o dele. A skin. Gostei dessa skin dele. Do vermelho, da FaZe, pô. Então a gente vai estar meio tomando no cu agora.
Tá na vida, Pitman.
Eu tenho mais um nas costas, amiga. Calma aí.
Ai, tá muito na bosta, cara. Parceiro!
Inimigo chegando na A.
Que isso? Ele me deletou.
Falhar não é morrer. Só uma oportunidade.
Cara, desisto, mano. O fone tá bugado. Acho que é o fone, né?
Pô, eu vou tá indo nessa. Porque já tá tarde já. Agora que eu vi que já é quase uma hora.
Liberei a skin. Vamos ver qual que é essa skin aqui.
Galerinha, última chance aí pra vocês estarem me seguindo. Quem não me segue. Bota pra seguir aí, fortalece. Dá uma moralzinha. Tá mandando uma raid pra quem aí, ó. Ai.
Que doideira, ela se mexe. Fica com...
Acho que é meu sangue.
Conhece alguém pra mandar raid?
Deixa eu ver.
Quê?
Não conheço ninguém.
Tá sentada.
Que eu conheço ninguém tá online.
Que isso, Igor? Ah. Dá
Se
pro
quer cair
prodígio,
pro
então.
popô, não cai.
Foi errado. Vou ver se aí não, entendeu? Valeu, galerinha. Muito obrigada a quem colou. Tamo junto, é nóis. Boa noite pra vocês. Fiquem com Deus.